Nope. This one's not empty. That's mine.
Usually the right way, isn't it? We introduce ourselves, right?
Well, we can talk about it on
Thinking
cast.
all day,
Let's
and I
introduce first.
couldn't think of an introduction for myself.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I've literally been
I got
thinking about
mine.
that since like 8 in the morning. I just can't do it.
Naughty. It's got to come from the heart.
You're gonna do it anyway?
No, I'll be nice and just take the ball for this time.
No, I
next
can
time.
scooch.
Didn't I
over
not?
too.
I got.
Whatever.
No,
This is
that's a
This
nice.
is my table.
No,
for
no
my-
one likes
It's a
that.
table.
I try so hard.
He originally gave me that one, and I moved it over there because I'm like, I don't like it. There's no back. And
But you
then
can
once
lean on
everyone
the
moved
bed.
to Yeah,
That
but
doesn't have a
like,
back either.
what? This?
You're on a ball right
but it's
now.
better than the bed. The
I
bed,
gave you a square. You chose a circle.
the
Like,
bed
they're the
sucks
same
because
thing.
I'm constantly in like lean over mode. Like
That's
I
true.
feel like
It's also a workout.
That
I feel like
lean
there's-
over mode can-
this is not a workout.
No, the
No,
ball.
exercise in the
I'm
ball.
like, this is not.
and it's good for your posture.
Yeah.
Usually.
Not
Maybe
like
not.
that.
That's deflated.
It's the legs. It's the legs. That's the problem.
True.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Nice.
here we are.
You win.
Back to doing news. Back to regular weeks.
Feels good.
Yeah, it does. It feels strange, actually. There's been so many episodes recorded.
Yeah.
I'm Ziggy Stardust, Travis now.
Nice.
Boom.
Anyone else? No one has a nickname. No one has a nickname. That's why no one wanted to go next.
I have
Yeah.
a nickname for the next 6 episodes. I've
Oh,
written them
wow.
down.
I don't.
So I don't forget
Dylan.
it.
That's very smart.
I'm the,
Oh.
I'm the cat tamer, Jessica.
Oh.
I am Kirkland.
Oh, you didn't do the Kirkland space Patzer?
Yeah, I'm just.
He dropped
Kirkland
that a
today.
while ago. I
Just
think.
one name.
There's
today.
one
It's
name.
2016. He doesn't want to mess around with
Yeah.
that anymore.
All business this year.
All business.
And Tyler.
Well, he took over
He
my
had a good
pause.
space.
Yeah, I like it.
Someone's going
Someone had to do it.
I like it.
What are we doing? We're just doing news today.
Oh,
Back
you
to-
couldn't. Oh, you
No,
just
he
gotta
said
say-
he was just
He
done
said
already.
done.
Oh, okay.
I did.
We need to start off properly. Something that was missed, very heavily missed, in our 2015 wrap-up, Making a Murderer. That came out last year, and I have now watched it, despite the fact we're in the new year. And has anyone else?
Yeah. I like
seen things about it.
I've seen.
I've seen
things.
Making a Modeler.
That was good.
I
Yeah.
also, I watched The Drinks too, but
That's why, because for me, I really like Making a Murder, but in the middle, it's really long. Like, there's too much, I think, of the court case. It could have been, I think, 8 episodes instead of 10. That was my only thing of, like, why I never threw an honorable mention.
did you watch it in 2015? Yeah, you mentioned it.
Yeah, I did, yeah, because
Now that I've
same
seen
thing
it,
I heard
I
about.
get
and
it.
I watched it in a couple days, because it's just, you get addicted, you gotta know what's going on.
Well,
So-
me and Tyler saw Hateful Eight.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
Not
That
in
was-
2015, but it was a 2015 movie. It was really good.
Really
I
good.
thought it was
This
amazing.
is like the
That
sequel
was
to the
one of my favorite
2015.
Well, you know what? We
Catch it up,
recorded that
please.
when we still had like a couple weeks of 2015 left. Things have
Hey,
changed.
don't ruin the illusion.
Yeah, I was right on New Year's while you guys are partying. I saw Creed up to that. That was really good, surprisingly. And I'm not a Rocky fan. Like, I like it, but I'm not like Rocky.
But you like
Michael B. Jordan.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and he killed it. And Sly was really good in it. So, see, that would have been my 2015 best of if
Cool.
maybe you saw
You
it.
had seen it
Yeah.
in 2015.
But you guys like Hateful Eight?
Yeah,
Yeah,
thought it was
it was
amazing.
really good.
So good.
I saw Star Wars for the 3rd time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I still have only seen it once.
Yeah.
Same.
Any different views?
After
Third time around?
watching the 3rd time, I didn't really notice anything different, honestly, from the 2nd to the 3rd. But I don't know if it's always been a thing, but was Chewie always have, like, gray hairs? Because I noticed he has gray hairs in this
I don't
one.
think so. I think
Did he
they
have a couple gray
emphasized-
hairs?
It's like...
I think it's because he's old now.
Yeah.
yeah,
But,
that's
but
what I
his
thought.
lifespan is like
Han
hundreds
had
of
gray
years.
hairs.
But we
Yeah, I
don't know
know.
when he met him.
Yeah.
Like in the prequels, we don't know how old he was with Yoda, right?
Mhm.
The only thing that bugs me with Chewie in those movies is just his mouth CGI. Sometimes I catch it, and so
And
In
this
the
one?
prequel or in the new
in
one?
this new one, you
Oh,
can see
okay.
it sometimes. That he like see when he does like roars, you see like that's the only thing.
Yeah, I didn't really notice
I,
that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen it 3 times like you. 4th
Yeah.
time next week. That's the plan.
Oh,
and then
nice.
I'll probably be done. I'll probably be done.
Yeah, I
For
think,
a
I think I'm
month
done
or
after
two.
What?
3.
Why do you feel you need to see it a 4th time?
Because my mom hasn't seen it, so I'm like, I'll go see it. I'd like to get the 5th
Yeah.
just because 5 is a round, like good number. It's not a round number, but it's a number I see 5 times. 4 is not as cool, so maybe 5. I wish we had the drive-in right now, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'd
Yeah.
like to
That'd
go
be a
see
nice-
it. Yeah,
yeah.
to be honest.
That'd be
So
really
I wouldn't be surprised if it does come in the summer.
they
Probably.
should.
Yeah,
they
probably.
should.
That'd be awesome.
Disney, you listening to us?
Great ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found the more I watched it, the different characters I liked. Like the first time I watched it, I fell in love with like the basic ones, like Rey and those guys. Second time I watched it, I fell in love with Kylo Ren.
Mhm.
Then the third time, I fell in love with Finn. He's
Yeah.
just, I don't know. He made me laugh a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll move along from Star Wars as we spend
Yeah.
spend weeks.
Yeah.
Every cast in the last like 2 months we've talked
Yeah.
about it. I feel
Which
like.
once again, thanks you. You broke our record for biggest like episode views, so that was good. So, but
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, hype is over until next year for Star Wars hype. So, but don't worry, next December we'll be talking about. Does anybody want to start or?
Sure. I just have a couple things to do with Super Smash Brothers and Melee.
All right.
We're back. We're back to this. This was like how.
This is the best game in existence.
No,
I
no.
need to talk about
You
it
know what?
every
No,
chance
I
get.
don't mean that. I just mean like I feel like it's been a really long time
So defensive.
since I've heard you talk about Super Smash Bros. Like
Yeah.
it really feels like it's been a while since I've heard you.
No, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's
Okay.
fair.
Back that.
But
Yeah.
It's been around just since we've gone and swapped news at each other. Like, yeah, you heard this? Like,
so first thing, I'm not really sure the extent of it yet, but Super Smash Bros. Is being somewhat covered by ESPN now, so that's pretty hype. I don't really know. Yeah, like
Same with.
I don't know why you're laughing at that. Like
That's-
they're actually
it's strange.
they're really
That's
growing
why I'm
like the
laughing.
esports section.
Yeah.
It's-
And
it's strange.
yeah,
so
I-
Smash
like-
is like
yeah,
one of
like
the
that
first
as
things
well.
being
League
picked
is
up.
on there too.
Yeah.
Now, like all esports.
Counter Strike. Yeah,
Mhm.
so it's cool that Smash is now. I don't know, part of that as well. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the extent of what that'll mean because it just like got announced like yesterday. But
Yeah.
it's just
So
strange.
ESPN they have like their esports portal now, so they're
Mhm.
like covering a bunch of esports,
Yeah.
which is I think, and they're already having a full article on Smash Bros.
yeah,
and I think
that's actually
awesome.
written by Prague. Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't actually look into it, but I saw it was there.
Yeah.
Is that for
That-
Melee?
that's
or-
amazing.
I would imagine they're covering Smash 4 as well.
Yeah.
Probably just those two, if any.
Mhm.
But Melee, I don't know. I mainly just
Yeah.
follow Melee,
Yeah.
at least the competitive scene.
Yeah, big news for esports.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
more
But
exposure.
actually, like ESPN
For the people
is
like me
picking
who
up
didn't know
esports.
that like Melee had a huge scene until I saw the
Mhm.
documentary, you know.
Yeah.
So
There's a documentary on it.
I still gotta watch
What's
that.
it called?
I'm
it's
gonna,
called The Smash
That's
Brothers, and it's a 8-part documentary on maybe 9, I can't remember. Anyway,
Mm.
there's like 8 or 9 episodes just covering
more
like
than
the
5.
history of just this competitive Melee history.
Yeah. Not even just
Huh?
most of Melee.
Most of
yeah.
Melee, yeah.
Yeah.
Talks about Ken, if you remember Ken from Survivor, because he was like the best Melee player for like a few years.
Oh
Ken
really?
Smash.
Oh
I don't know
wow.
if you remember
Golden
Ken
era.
from like a few seasons ago.
No.
But anyway, yeah, that's a really good documentary. First of all,
Mhm.
anyone should check that out if
It's
they
like
haven't.
It's on
3
Netflix?
hours.
It's on YouTube
About
for
3 hours.
free.
Yeah, for
On
free.
YouTube.
High
Who did
quality.
it? Just by curiosity,
So
like
good.
Vice or something? Because I watched.
I just know his tag is
Oh,
Sam
okay,
Ox. He's a
okay.
guy in the Melee community.
I watched the League of Legends.
He's making another one right now too for like because like Melee just keeps growing and growing.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And then so the other Smash thing I want to talk about is Genesis 3, which I actually talked about a few months ago when it first got announced because it's been like I think 5 or 6 years since Genesis 2, and it was like one of the biggest Melee tournaments ever. And so there's like the hugest rivalry of it because Mango won Genesis 1, then Armada won Genesis 2, and here we are at Genesis 3, and they're still both playing. So me and Tyler are gonna do some predictions.
Yes.
Top 8. You go. Well, actually, let's go one at a time.
All right. Okay.
We're gonna do a little bit of predictions.
Why
Yeah,
didn't
we're
you
just
say the
gonna take it
predictions
over the show.
for the bread and butter. When we do our predictions.
This is just like
Okay, do it. Go.
because if we were all talking about this, maybe, but it's just me and Tyler. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be quick.
Yeah.
So,
we'll get it done.
Fair.
Okay,
Alright.
well, first of all, within the Smash community, like pretty much, you're like a top player when you can make it to like top 8 of a big tournament. Top 8 is kind of like where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna go over top 8. Who do you
Yeah.
have for number 1?
Let's go 8-1.
You want to go
How
8?
about
All right, that's fine.
that? For 8, I put Pew Pew U.
Actually, I did too.
Really?
All right, here we
That's
go.
awesome. Yeah.
we didn't talk about these lists at all.
no.
We were just doing it on the spot.
That's amazing.
QPU is like
QPU.
he's been a big player for a long
Mhm.
time. He's notorious for hitting 9th. Like he just can't quite make it, but he's amazing. So I have faith
I'm not feeling him.
for the boy
It's the underdog.
Kevin Toy QPU.
All right. Number 7.
Shroomed.
I totally forgot about Shroom. That's a good one. I put West Balls for number 7.
That's fair.
I think he's gonna bring it. I mean,
West Balls
I
is
just
great.
saw him buster it up in Cruise there, but
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
just
I think he can bring it.
Busting the balls.
Good old Weston.
his
Dennis.
name is Weston Dennis. It's hilarious. I
It's a
just
great
think it's a
name.
great name.
It is.
I had him at number 6. Getting
Right on.
6th
All right.
place.
Well, spoilers.
Number 6.
That's where we're going.
Oh, I guess 6 is next.
Yeah, it is.
I put Mango 6.
Oh wow!
honestly,
No faith.
I mean, I think he's gonna bust it hard.
Many would consider him the greatest player of all time.
That's
He
true,
put him
but
sixth. Okay.
many would also consider another player the greatest player of all
Alright,
time.
anyway.
So I think he's gonna bust her. I don't know.
No, that's
I feel like
totally
he's
fair.
just kind of been declining slowly.
He's
and,
definitely done pretty awful in the past few months.
yeah. So that's.
Number 5, PPMD, the Doctor.
I guess I put Mango 6, so I can't say it. Yeah. I
His name
put
used to be Dr. PP,
There's your nickname
but then
for
he
next
changed
week.
it to PPMD.
The doctor.
EMD.
Dumbass.
on the cruising. It was PPD Kriegasm. Like his full take there.
That's hilarious. That's
Anyways,
great.
I put Plup number 5.
Okay.
I think he's gonna pull through on this one and beat Mango.
Yeah, probably.
better.
I had Plup at number 4 because Plup's amazing.
I put H-Box number 4.
Okay, that's fair. I had H-Box number 3. Wow, we're just like
pretty close.
I'm just like one step ahead of you.
M2K 3rd.
I didn't even have Mewtwo King in my top.
Really?
I don't have Mewtwo King anymore.
I still have hope. If he doesn't do well in this one, then I think he's pretty much done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have hope for this one, the last one. I got PPMD for second.
I got Armada.
Okay, fair enough. And then Armada first for me.
Yeah, I believe in Mango.
You believe in
I think
Mango?
this is the comeback. I think this is when he finally comes back.
I think either way is going to be a
I think
sick
he wants
grand
it. You know,
finals.
everyone like I said, our Mango and Armada both won a Genesis. They want that third one. I think Mango is here. He's been training.
Mm-hmm.
He's made the full switch to Falco. He's good to go.
And when does this
Is
There
he
you
full,
go.
full on Falco now?
I don't know. I think so.
That metal legs.
The final top 8's going to be Sunday, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top 8 Sunday right now.
You'll have to let us know who wins.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
stream's already started today, Friday.
We'll get back to these predictions next week.
Yeah,
Tell
for
you
sure.
how we did.
Yeah, exactly.
How wrong they were.
They were pretty random.
Someone not even
Yeah.
in their top
I was just
eight.
sitting there like right before class. I was like, okay, I'll come up with this list.
Yeah, I
Let's go.
literally came with it right as I got here. I think for Mango though, I think if he doesn't Buster, he's gonna go in grand finals. Like he's either gonna be like 6th or like 1st or 2nd.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling.
That's
but,
Mango's life. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
pretty
so
much.
His life.
for anyone who doesn't really watch Smash or anyone who does, you definitely have to tune into Genesis 3 this
Sounds
weekend.
hype.
There's a ton
Yeah.
of streams. If you're interested in Smash 4, you can watch that on
Mhm.
there as well. I think there's like 4 different streams, so there's a lot. to
Probably
watch.
3 of which are on the front page of Twitch. So
Yeah.
just go on Twitch on one of those
Post it
feature
on our
streams.
GeekVerse.
I would.
Yeah, we'll
Sounds good.
post it too.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll be
Definitely
watching
check it
football,
out.
but
It'll be really hype.
I'll talk to you who wins.
this cast is going to be out on Saturday, but yeah, the top 8, which is like the main thing you want to watch, that's going to be on Sunday night. I think it's for Melee. It's like 7 p.m. I think. So definitely tune into
What
that.
time
Eastern?
zone? Eastern,
Yeah.
Pacific.
Probably Pacific.
Where is the
Yeah.
tournament?
You could probably just
It's
Google,
in
just
somewhere in
put in
NorCal, I don't
Google
know
Genesis
where
3
exactly.
schedule, and it'll probably be there, like one of the top results.
Or Dylan will post it on our Facebook.
Or Dylan will also.
I'll make
post
my
it.
first post.
Do a sign off too.
Yeah.
So you know it's you.
Yeah,
The
so-
doctor.
The D.
Who do you
doctor.
Last thing, crew battles. Just off the top, who do you think's gonna win crew battles? Which crew?
Like
Walrus?
the DK crew.
Not quite.
Not necessarily.
Crew battles is
Almost.
crew battles is like a team of 5 people, and you each like get 4 stocks, and then you send people in. It's pretty entertaining. I don't know. I'd probably. Oh, I haven't thought about this. I had faith in Weston's team, but I was just watching it before we started this cast, and then they got bopped. So I'm not going to go for him. I'll probably go H-Box's team. That's the safe bet.
Yeah,
All right.
I think they're the most stacked. I really want SCJ and the bait team to just go ham, but
No
I
faith.
feel like no.
They already lost one game.
They're
so.
not high enough tier, so
Yeah.
too many low tiers.
That's my Smash news and topics
Yeah.
and things.
That's all your news?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
I was going to talk about Halo, but we already did kind of, so.
Alright.
Good movie. Check it out.
Well, I'll bring the cast down for a little bit. Just to get these, like, out of the way. And then
We got to talk about it.
yeah. Honestly, if you're listening to this live, and honestly, whenever you listen to it in the future, it'll
Can
be
we
the same
still
situation.
be
do it
relevant.
live?
What? No, I mean, like, yeah, not yet.
Our
One-
webcam's set up right now.
just the
see
back
us.
of Dylan, just the back of Dylan's
I
head.
feel like that's the thing we could do for in the future. Just
Yeah,
like
everyone's looking at
actually
the back
have
of my
it
head.
on live.
But anyways,
Or
we
a
had
mask.
2 passings this week, and like, I don't know, like, well, I guess one definitely qualifies for geek news. The other one, to me, is just an icon, and it's good to cover. I'll start off with first David Bowie for myself. Big loss, obviously. That's tremendous. That guy, just the amount of music and the amount of, like, I don't know, I'd say art that he's put out in the past, like, decades is phenomenal. Like,
Very influential.
yeah, I'm super biased because he's my favorite singer of all time. Like, it was tough to be. I would have been asleep usually on Monday, and I just happened to be up. And then, like, you see the news trending, and it's like, for the first hour, you got to know if it's, like, real or not, because, like, so many times on the internet, you don't know what's a hoax and what's not. And then, like,
Well, that's what I saw. Who you're going to talk about after? It was like,
yeah,
it's been a bad week. You know?
No, it's been terrible. And then his son posted like a picture and then like confirmed it, and it was just heartbreaking, and especially because like he just had his birthday and he just put out his last album, which is really good. I'd
On
check
Black
it out.
Friday,
but,
right?
yeah, Friday or Thursday. I think it was something like that. It was January 7th, whichever day that was. But
Yep.
yeah, no, like for me, I'm definitely biased because it's just like. That's the top of my list. Like him and the Stones for me have been the people that are on my iPhone, iPod the most, and like just so inspirational. And it sucks. Like it's good he kind of got to go in the way he kind of wanted in per se, like with the album and all. Like you could tell he knew it was coming, but it's a big loss for not just the music world, but just the world in general. It's one of those talents that only come along every once in a while.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
a shout to him. And the other one is Alan Rickman, of course, which like that's another like it has been a crappy week. It has been like from whether you've seen like the very first time I saw him was Die Hard playing Hans Gruber. I'm not sure if anyone you've seen that, but like Die Hard was the first time I saw him as a kid. And then second was Galaxy Quest, which like is so good because he's like it's one of his only few like really comedic performances. And then probably the one he's most known for obviously is Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like Jessica, did you want to say anything?
I
Just because
did.
you're the Harry Potter.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. He's Snape for 8 movies.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of get attached to him in that way. It's not. I don't know. I'm more connected to him as opposed to David Bowie. To me,
Yeah.
You know, I watch Harry Potter. I do a marathon at least once a year.
Yeah.
So for me, that one's harsh, especially seeing all the stuff that like Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson have been posting about, different memories with him and what a nice guy he actually was despite the character he was able to play. So, things like Daniel Radcliffe saying that he was the first person on the set to treat him as a colleague instead of a child. So, I mean, he was a great guy besides being a great actor, so
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, especially because, it's obviously nothing ever set in stone, but like Daniel Radcliffe and Tom
Felton?
yes, have talked about doing like a Harry Potter remake in the future and having cast come back, and it sucks to know that you'll never have Snape come back, not Snape, but Alan Rickman come back as another character to play in that, and it's unfortunate because it would have been that much better. So
Yeah, no, it's a big loss for the acting world. Obviously those franchises we named, but he's just was such a tremendous actor. Like, he's phenomenal, whether it's his voice or just his facial expressions. Like, yeah, he was so good. Like, if anyone's seen Dogma 2, that's another really good one. But yeah, so just a shout out to those two. Like, both of them are big losses, and it definitely sucks. But
I just finished watching Harry Potter like December 30th. I just finished a marathon too, so
yeah.
heartbreaking.
Yeah. But now I'll get into some good stuff like Leonardo DiCaprio and stuff like that.
Stuff like that.
Did anyone? I think I posted a group chat. Did anyone see his face
Vine?
on the Golden Globes?
No,
Oh, it's really good.
What is it, a picture?
It's no, it's like a 10-second clip and like Lady Gaga.
The Lady Gaga thing.
Yeah, and
Okay.
pushes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
Didn't he
seen
do like
that.
an interview about, or someone asked
he
him about
apologized.
that? Oh,
Like
okay.
not during an interview or something like that, but he did.
At first, I was like, I didn't even know that was Lady Gaga.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so
I didn't
that
see her without tons of things on her often. So.
tons of like floating and
I don't know what to call them. But
Yeah.
costumes. I guess.
Appendages.
Yeah,
On the Golden Globes, did anyone listen to Ricky?
Gervais.
His
Yeah.
entrance,
Like his opening monologue.
Yeah.
It was
With-
really good.
I don't know if we should get into that on
We can-
cast.
Good night.
I don't know what it is,
I
so
didn't
I'm
hear
down
it.
to hear
Yeah.
it.
Oh, he made fun of Caitlyn Jenner and Jennifer Lawrence and Tina Fey not making as much money as him, and it was absolutely hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so terrible. He got so much flack for everything he said.
He does every year though.
Well, that
and I
happened to
think,
Seth MacFarlane when he hosted whatever it was a few years ago.
to me that was
I don't know.
different.
But we weren't recording at that time.
Yeah. That's
That's
irrelevant.
irrelevant.
I think with McFarlane that was that weird show your boobs sort of monologue, and I don't know for with Gervais his jokes they can be offensive, but they're shining a light on issues. That's my whole thing is he's not doing it to poke fun at them. He's doing it to say look at what idiots you guys kind of are over here at Hollywood. And I don't have a problem. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you can really get offended by any of it. I feel like the only person that should be offended is if the person you made a joke about, and if they're offended, then great. But I'm not gonna get offended for another person. If he and things like Mel Gibson, they say he went too far because he brought up him saying all this bad stuff about Jews on the Golden Globes. But it's but he said all that stuff in real life, so I don't feel bad because it's
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I watched the whole thing and I love him as the host because you never know what he's gonna say, and it's great. And it's
Didn't
have some
Caitlyn Jenner say something back to him about the whole thing?
I don't know.
I think I saw something. I didn't bother to click on it just because it was one of those sites where there were probably local singles in my area.
Click here.
Yeah, so
Yeah. But yeah, the Globes happened this week. If you want results, read that. And then the other big news was after that, what was it, a couple days, and they announced all the Oscar nominations. I'm not going to go like list by list of who got it and whatnot, but...
And it's a big deal because there's no one of color that got nominated, right?
Yeah, that's a big thing. Like, yeah, we can talk about that first. In the directing category, acting, supporting actors, and actress, there's not a single non-white person.
I think supporting and Star Wars there should be some black nomination in there.
I don't think so.
You don't think Finn?
No.
I don't think it was a rule.
I think people like Michael B. Jordan should have, like you brought up. I think Samuel Jackson should have for Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
I think the guy that directed Creed should have got it. I think, Will Smith should have got it for Concussion. There's a lot, like, for me, like, that's what, like, I'm not going to go over the nominations you can look at them, but for me, it sounds like a film buff. This year was one of the most disappointing, not just for the no color, but there's a lot of people that I felt didn't need to be in there. Like, I hope most years, like, there's a couple of films you're like, oh, I wish I would have got in, but most years you can look at each category and kind of go, oh, okay, but, like, of course Jennifer Lawrence got nominated again for Joy, and, like...
Has anyone actually watched
It's
Joy?
not a good movie, like, and nobody else thinks that, too. Like, it has, like, a 54 on Rotten Tomatoes, so it's one of these things where it's just, like... There's a lot of other people that could have got that. Like, Idris Elba's another one. He couldn't have got Best Actress, but he could have got nominated. Like, there's just... It is kind of a shame, but that's why you do have the unfortunate thing of, like, the average age of the Oscar Academy is 63. Like, the average people in there are all white and male. Like, it's a very, like, narrow-headed, like, group of people that vote. And that's why, for me, like, the reason I brought it up, because Mad Max did get nominated. That's why I've been, like, campaigning for it since that movie came out. Because movies like that usually don't get nominated, because... A guy playing a fire guitar, like a 60 or 70-year-old's gonna look at that and be like, "Oh, pish posh!" Like,
Yeah.
The Revenant got 12 nominations apparently.
yeah, like that
Did
did.
Leo get nominated?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay,
It
good.
should be his
Good.
year. That's the other thing I was gonna bring. It should be. He won the Globe, and everyone's kind of like, he's almost like crying and whatnot. And I think this should be.
Best Picture
His
is
year.
for Mad Max.
Yeah, and they got 8 nominations, which is huge. They're all like,
Nice.
yeah, like the main person that didn't get nominated was Charlize Theron for Furiosa. Everyone was hoping she was gonna get a nom, but
Oh, she did?
no, she didn't. No.
Oh, Michael,
that's, I mean, it's a
Michael
lot-
Fassbender's up.
Yeah, he's gonna lose though. You can.
To Leo?
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. There's some years where someone, when they lose, you're like, this makes no sense at all. But this year, it's like, if Leo wins, I get it. And, like, I hope, you know, like, I've seen a couple of the, I've seen, I think, most of the Best Picture noms, and it's between The Revenant and Spotlight, and then Mad Max, they say, could, like, sweep it somehow, because sometimes if two people are split and they vote for, let's say, Spotlight and Revenant, Mad Max might get more overall. So it's like, because it might get like spread out, Mad Max might win by default a couple times when people are like, why'd this movie win? It's because two groups were voting for one in particular. So
Mad Max is under costume design, and I think that would be a pretty good one for them.
it
to
should win a
nominate.
bunch. And like the biggest one for me is George Miller got a directing one. Like, he's over 70, and like for him to make that movie, it's phenomenal. So like, that's the thing I was just going to shout out. It's just like, there's a lot of good stuff with the Oscars this year, like Mad Max, but then there's a lot of like bad stuff and a lot of performances. But like, Chris Rock is hosting, so I'd say
Well,
watch it.
I mean, I don't really watch
Mhm.
it that closely. So would you say this is like particularly like an outlier like year? Like, this is like different than it normally is? Like, isn't there normally some things that you think wouldn't
This
deserve to be there?
seems very specific. I don't know, like, it's the same thing. I don't know if it normally is, but it's like Mad Max, Hateful Eight, Revenant, Mad Max, Revenant. Like, it's very.
It's always.
Wanna look?
It's always like for the Academy, there's like, let's say there's like, this is what happens. And then every year there is like the rule, the exception sometimes, like with Mad Max, but then there's things like Ex Machina. Like, there's a lot of other films that don't get nominated that should. Like, it is a tricky thing. It's not a year for sure that it stands out. It's good for Mad Max, but there's a lot of other problems as far as this film wasn't nominated. Like, there's films that people kind of call Oscar bait in the film community, and there's a lot of that this year, in my opinion, of movies that are made specifically to get nominated instead of a movie like Mad Max or Revenant that are just made, and because they're so good, we nominate them. So that's my problem, and there's a lot of, it's like a 50-50. There's a lot of that, but then there's like a lot of like special stuff in there, but it's not, I'm interested to see where it will be in like 20 years, because right now we're still in the phase of like, every once in a while, like Inception did get a Best Picture nomination, but other than Inception, Mad Max is the only one I could think that probably a bunch of people have seen. Usually it's people movies haven't seen, which I'm fine with, but I feel like they don't even consider movies if they make like over this amount of money, because it's like, people already like that, you know, like it's a strange thing. Like, it's I could dissect it for hours. The Academy, like some years you're like, oh, they're getting progressive and they're changing their ways, and then other years it's like this year, not a single like colored person nominated. And it's one of these things where it's like I'm always like it should go by the performance, but I feel like there were a lot of performance by like other people that were not white that should have gotten nominated. It's not like, oh, just throw in Samuel Jackson. I feel like he should have gotten nominated for Hateful Eight because it was something he was doing differently. He wasn't just Sam Jackson in Hateful Eight. Like, he played a different character, but just for, like... And it'd be different to me if there's someone else, like, even if that person happened to be white and it was a better performance, but like, oh, okay. But there's a lot of that where, like, this person could get taken out, this person, but, like... I don't know. Who am I to judge? I don't have an Academy Award.
So,
well, I mean, it is like, it's a
that's what we
panel of
do.
people, right?
Yeah, exact,ly, yeah.
So a question for you, Travis, and you, Kirkland, because I know you've both seen Star Wars a lot of times. Looking at you, Travis.
I've seen it the same amount of times.
Yeah, but you're already planning 4 and looking for 5.
That's true.
Anyway, it says they're nominated for original score. Is their score really... I thought they had a lot of the same music that was...
I don't think it deserves it at all. I think that's another one people are... That Mad Max is nominated for. And I know I'm sounding biased, but like that's one that had a really good score. And I like some of the new stuff in Star Wars score, but there's nothing... It sounds just very similar. It sounds like some old stuff mixed in, and I don't think it deserves that. Like,
it definitely feels like a Star Wars like movie with the music. Like, it definitely reminds you of the other ones. I know, like, after watching it multiple times, I noticed it was different, though. Like, but...
I've noticed this.
I don't think it's worth like
an Oscar.
Yeah.
I thought Hateful Eight's music was.
Hateful Eight was great.
That was phenomenal.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of weird ones. Like Quentin Tarantino always gets nominated for best screenplay, wasn't nominated. It's been a weird. And Aaron Sorkin, who he's a master writer, and like he didn't get nominated. It's a very strange year. It's I don't know if it's maybe because there's a lot of older people, but maybe some newer people are coming in. But
when's the cutoff for like what can be nominated?
End of the year. So it has to be in at a certain time screener. Like, that's why Star Wars almost didn't get nominated.
Like, I'm going to be really prejudiced right now because I'm, like, super stuck on it. But, like, with the amount of Earth that's being kicked up over Making a Murderer, I'm surprised it's not nominated for the documentaries.
But I don't know what that would maybe be Emmys, unfortunately. That might be Best TV Series Best TV Movie miniseries or special or something. It might fall under TV with because technically they say episodes and not parts. It might be, and if it was like a 10-hour documentary, it would. But I think at the Emmys that should be in there because Jinx won a bunch at the Emmys. So look in August, or no, they should do their nominations in.
I'm sure
June.
you'll tell me.
I would tell you for sure. But yeah.
Okay.
So that's your rundown, and then I think the only thing I have like awards wise. I won't go over them all, but they did release the Razzies this week.
When are the Oscars? I'm sorry I interrupted you, but...
I think it's February 14th. I'm pretty sure. It's usually 14th to 16th, so it's what, a month away, something like that?
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, it's the 15th today for all you inside listeners. That's the down low.
It'll be worth it. It'll be a fun show. Like Chris Rock, if you've never seen his stand-up, like he's really good. Like I think that'll be worth the watch. But the award should... And it is a year where the winner of the main award, like the best picture, is not known. Sometimes it's like we know who's going to win, but this year's legitimately... I'm hoping for Revenant. I want Mad Max, but it's not going to win. I just don't like... Does anyone know what Spotlight is? It's a movie that takes place in 2003, and it's about a bunch of reporters like investigating churches and like pedophilia and stuff like that.
Oh, I heard about that.
It's a really good movie, but it's not anything for me that was like it stands out. Where some people think it's just one of the best movies of all time. It's one that movie like great acting, really well done, but just for me doesn't do. I'm not going to be remembering
is
in 5
factual?
years. It's pretty close, I think. Like, and that's why maybe sometimes why it's not boring, but it's just like you're just watching a bunch of normal people write articles and do that, which it kind of is interesting, but it's at a point where we've like it sounds bad, but like it was so long ago now. Like it feels like if this movie came out in 2006, 3 years after they busted all these priests and whatnot, it'd seem more relevant. But like I know it's still a relevant topic, but yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah. But then the last thing was the Razzies. You guys know what the Razzies are?
Yeah, it's like the worst.
Yeah. They put out those nominations. You got Pixels in there, Jupiter Ascending, Fantastic Four.
Jupiter Ascending was 2015. Huh?
Yeah,
Jupiter
Fantastic
Ascending,
Four made it in
about that
there.
Horrendous.
And I feel like that was like so long ago. Jupiter Ascending.
Like
I think it was January. It was January or February. Like,
it must have come out right at the start.
Yeah, because I know when we were doing our 2015 wrap up, I saw that in like movies of 2015. I was like, "There's no way." Like it's been so long.
Did you see that? Jupiter Ascending?
I feel like we all saw it
It-
together or something.
No.
It was.
No?
Jupiter Ascending?
No,
I
these
saw
guys
yeah,
did.
no-
No, I remember you guys
No,
invited me.
it was a Target
Yeah, no, it
Target
was,
group
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't go to
Okay.
it because I had already seen it. And it was so bad I wasn't seeing it again.
I don't even know where I saw it with then. I don't
It
remember.
was, I
Travis.
remember Taylor went.
Yeah,
He was telling me a
Taylor
lot.
created a in that like.
Oh yeah, didn't Taylor really like it or something?
Yeah, Taylor loved it.
There we go. I
Sounds
forgot
about
the
right.
other two nominations.
Sounds like Taylor.
I just had
All
to...
I've decided from our conversation so far is I need to go home and watch The Revenant and Hateful Eight and not fall
Hateful Eight.
asleep. And not
Hateful Eight,
fall
really
asleep.
good.
That's
Okay,
the
so
main
here we
part.
go. Fantastic Four, 50 Shades of Grey. I forgot that was first picture.
Oh, what? That was quality,
Jupiter
man.
Ascending, Pixels, and then Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
Oh yeah.
What do you
Worst
think's gonna
actor,
win?
you got Johnny Depp in there, Channing Tatum, Adam Sandler, Kevin James.
Johnny Depp. What's he in there for?
For Mordecai.
What's
I didn't
Channing
see that.
Tatum in
That was
there for?
2015.
Jupiter
eh?
Ascending.
Jeez.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, it usually follows. Yeah, like worst actors, Katherine Heigl, Dakota Johnson, Mila Kunis for Jupiter Ascending again, Jennifer Lopez, Gwyneth Paltrow. So it's usually once one person's nominated, it's about like the same. Like it's usually the same in all categories. Like, yeah, they did introduce this weird thing though. There's like a Razzie Redeemer, and it's someone that win a Razzie, and because they did a good movie this year, they'll give them an award for it for like having a better year than last year.
That's
So
pretty
that's
awesome.
kinda cool.
Yeah.
So,
Consolation.
Sylvester Stallone's in there for Creed. Elizabeth Blanks is in there because she did like movie 43 a while back ago. If anyone saw it,
That
it's
was
awful.
that one was
It's
bad.
awful.
Sounds pretty awful.
It's
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah, but that's your awards coverage. That's me as the movie buff. That's what I.
Thank you,
Travis.
Yeah.
For the Oscars.
that Googles.
The Oscars. Visual editing, I think it was.
Mhm.
Star Wars and Mad Max were in there. Which one would you say out of those two?
I'd
did
say
better?
Mad Max because there's just so much desert you have to look through to get that. Where like, I like there is a lot of practical effects in Star Wars, but it's still a lot of CGI. So I feel like
Okay.
visual editing is gonna be a lot more easier than a lot of moving trucks and whatnot. But like they're both pretty well. They're both really well paced. I don't think Star Wars will win that. I think Mad Max or Revenant could. Like I think Revenant
Okay.
because that's really well edited too. But I think Mad Max a bit because it's just it's not that smoother. It's more intense. Maybe
Okay.
that's why. Like
Fair
it's, with all the action when they cut and whatnot. So yeah.
Cool.
I just feel like I need to go home and watch these two movies.
Mad Max. Well, didn't you watch that?
Well, I should watch Mad Max too, but Revenant and Hateful Eight. I'm like checking Castnet movie times while we're sitting here. I'm like, wonder if I could make a movie tonight.
And then the last three I had was on the topic of Leo. This was a while back ago, but like I want to talk about quickly.
Okay.
He was because he was talking about like Oscars and whatnot. And he's talking about 3 roles he turned down, and I wanted to go around and see if this was good because you heard. I told you a couple of these. So he originally turned down Robin in the original Robin with Chris O'Donnell. Would he made a good Robin?
I don't even know what that
I don't
one-
know.
I don't think.
You don't know who Robin is?
No.
Like Batman and Robin.
Oh, first
Yeah.
I meant Robin Hood.
But what movie?
Yeah, that's what I
Like-
was
Like
thinking.
The Dark Knight Rises.
No, like Batman Forever and like Batman and Robin.
Oh,
Mr.
it was like a
Freeze.
long
Yeah, like
time
this
ago,
one he
like
was young roles. Like these are
way-
young roles. Yeah.
Oh,
I think it would have been bad.
I don't think
Okay.
he could.
I
Play
think that would
role.
have changed his whole career.
Yeah, I can see that. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
it
Picture
would
him
have
as
been
Robin,
pretty
like in the tights
bad.
and everything.
I don't think it would have done a
Hard.
good job.
Okay, number 2 was Spider-Man, the original with Tobey Maguire.
Ooh.
I can't replace Tobey Maguire.
No.
No.
Okay, so far no. This is the only one that I feel like I would have wanted, just because I've said before, he turned down Anakin Skywalker, that Hayden Christensen
Ooh.
play. And I don't know because the writing is really bad, so I don't know if he could have saved it. But for me, I would have liked to
I wanna
see
see
Leo in
it,
there.
yeah.
I would-
I just wanna
interesting
see
to
it.
see. Yeah,
I
know.
feel like the hangry scenes he wouldn't come off so probably
Yeah.
if you think about in Django, and also he's a lot younger then, so it wouldn't have been as thing. But that was George Lucas's first pick, and he turned it down. He said he turned down all 3 of these because he felt he wasn't ready for a big box office movie. He said nothing against the movie, just like I just wasn't ready for that. So like out of those 3, I wanted to see him Anakin. I wanted.
Okay, but imagine this. So the scene in Inception where they're sitting at the bar and he makes that like squinty face. Now
Yeah.
imagine that face anytime Anakin gets mad in Star Wars. And it
It's
just
better than,
doesn't
like-
work.
yeah, but it's better than.
I'm
Hayden
glad you
Christensen's-
appreciated
It's better
that.
than Hayden Christensen's like red, like puffed out eyes, like.
Just imagine Leo saying, I wish I could wish my feelings
That's
away.
what I said. Like the writing is
Yeah.
bad, so like he can't change that. So that's why it's for the best for him. Like I imagine he's gonna look
Yeah.
back at any of these and be like, "Oh man, like, that really sucked." Like he's doing fine without Spider-Man.
I don't know. I guess in a way, though, because, I mean, Liam Neeson, I mean, the movie sucked, but you still looked at Liam Neeson's acting and went, yeah,
True.
he did a good job in that.
But
True.
Liam Neeson wasn't in all three of them. He's only in the first one. He did play the
Yeah.
role.
True.
Yeah, But anyways,
I mean, Jar Jar Binks is in them, and I still think he's the Sith Lord. So, you know, really, it's all how you take it out of it.
I'm not gonna come back to that.
I do still hope that.
It's like everyone but you, Travis. You gotta get on board.
I'm not on board with that.
You're not on board either? Majority rules.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but it'd be great if it did.
It would be.
And then the last thing on movie news was, has anyone seen Cloverfield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually heard of
Mhm.
Did you hear what they pulled off?
JJ, right?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're making Cloverfield 2. But
Oh, is that the shaky camera one?
The one
Yeah.
where everyone puked and complained.
yeah, that was a long
But
I
time
what-
watched it
ago.
in theaters, so
what-
I didn't puke and
Or-
complain.
what they
Great.
did, it came out last night, or it came out this week if you're listening. They originally, way back ago, his production company said they're making some like post-apocalyptic movie, blah blah blah. It's called like Valkyrie or something. It was all this code name, and then yesterday, just randomly at a theater, and someone got it on camera, and now they released the full thing. But they just dropped a Cloverfield 2 trailer with and that was they had this movie. It was all hidden. Like they said, it was something else. It was about something else. But they just dropped the trailer, and it's coming out in March. Like it's not even like a teaser. Yeah, it's coming out on March 11th.
That's
Like it's like
bizarre.
super crazy in this day and age for you to not be able to tell anything. And it's like it's not gonna be shaky cam. It looks like this time. It looks like
Is it gonna be the same style, just better?
I don't think so. I think it looks like it's full on like like a steady cam, like a real cam.
Okay.
Like the only trailer that we saw so far is like it's 3 actors, and you know who John Goodman is?
Yeah,
He's like the big guy who did you know who he is?
I think so.
He's Monsters Inc. He's Sully's voice.
Okay.
He was in Big Lebowski. Yeah, like he's been a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You know him the second you saw him, and he's in it with a couple of younger people. And of course, you don't see no monster or anything, but it's like really. It starts off happy, but it's really creepy. And it's like, and the movie's called 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah.
So it's not in Cloverfield 2. Like it's super weird, but they've confirmed it's a Cloverfield 2 sequel.
I don't remember
So
what
it's
I
a
thought of
sequel
that
to the
movie.
first
It's been
one.
so long.
It is a
since I've seen
sequel.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know what it's? Do we know like what it's based on? Is it like?
They have released the trailer, and it's like the beginning. It's like a family. They're playing board games and whatnot, and progressively throughout the trailer, they're getting more worried, and like the dad's getting more violent and things like that. And then it ends with her like looking out the window and something coming, but then it goes to black, and it's like 10 Cloverfield Lane. So it's
I need
like,
to watch this.
Yeah.
yeah, like it's super impressive that they went to the lengths of trying. Because the first one, they did the same thing of like just dropping it regularly. Just pause it.
Yeah, we'll be right back. We need to watch this trailer. And we're back.
Yeah, we just
watch that
watched
trailer.
the trailer. So
Um,
that's what they did. They just
wow.
dropped it, and like there you go, and then it
Was
just
it
right last
considered a
night.
good movie? I don't even
Yeah, what
remember
did you
it.
guys think about it? 'Cause,
I
I
like
liked
it, but
it.
I think it's I'm not a big fan of the Cam movies, but it's one of the better made ones.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I was
I
thinking.
feel like that was one of those movies that got really popular, and then you got a lot of shitty Cam versions. But like I liked the original, and I'll be down to see a sequel, especially
Yeah,
like that.
I-
that it took so much time to like.
I
keep
really
secret.
enjoyed the original, and I don't know, what from like almost 80% of the people I talked to said they didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's just because the cam, the nausea and stuff.
I
but-
feel like if you ask people nowadays, they may have changed because
Mhm.
like I feel like that was one of the first movies kind of like that. Like they had
Mhm.
cams like Blair Witch, but this was to a different extent.
It's got
Yeah,
77% on Rotten Tomatoes, so.
Oh,
I really
sweet.
liked it. I like the
Yeah.
subway scene. Oh, that was,
Oh,
that
that
was
was
creepy.
amazing.
So yeah, they pretty much did like a Bethesda
That's
and dropped the
amazing.
trailer. Like here it is, and then in March, so it's 2 months away. It's out. So it's not even like
That's
it's
exciting.
not even like
Alright.
oh 2 more years. Stay tuned. It's just like
Yeah.
it's coming
I
out.
kind
so
of think
cool.
that's a good PR stunt,
Yeah,
though, because I mean,
definitely.
now the hype's real, and it's,
Oh,
And
it's
it
there.
doesn't have time to die down. It's just going
Yeah.
to stay up there. So
Worked pretty well for
predictions.
Bethesda, so.
Predictions. First 2016 predictions. What do you guys think it's like? The premise of the movie.
No
You think-
idea. I think for some reason they have the monster locked up because it's like 10 Cloverfield Lane. So I imagine that might be like a play on
The
their thing.
address.
Yeah, the address, and he's like, "Don't open that! Like, don't open that thing, and you're gonna let it out." So I think, I don't know how, because that monster's huge, but
Yeah.
maybe it's like a baby version.
I thought
of
they
the
were in like a
monster.
bunker.
Yeah, I thought
That's
they were in
what-
like
yeah,
a
it
bomb
looked like
shelter
they were
in a
just hiding
bunker.
from like the monsters outdoor. And then he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
don't
Yeah,
and
that's
then they're
what I was
probably just
thinking,
getting
like-
crazy cabin fever. That's why the dad's going crazy.
Yeah,
And that's probably why they want to
You're
leave.
totally right. I'm totally wrong.
But
Yeah.
you never know.
I think we just unwrapped that trailer.
yeah,
Don't have to
yeah,
see the
boom!
movie
Don't see the
anymore.
movie.
Yeah.
Boom, screw it. But yeah, I'm excited. Just
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
because they took the
that's
time to do that.
amazing.
So yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So that was cool. And
Yeah.
posters out there and everything. And
When
I
was
gotta
the
watch
first
the first one again.
Does anyone know?
Well,
Like what year it
I
came
think
out?
one was 2007, 8,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was
9.
2008. It said when I
Yeah,
was looking
yeah.
up here.
7, 8.
It was no, it was before 10. That's why I chose those three. It was for sure before 10. That's why I didn't like I don't know. I had a
I hear
word.
ya.
2008, yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
I was close.
It-
One of your things was right.
It's been a good minute though.
It's been a hot
It
minute.
has
huh?
been
Very hot.
Almost
minute.
a decade.
That's almost a decade, 8 years.
Yeah.
Well,
almost a decade.
Yeah, and then hype's real. Yeah, it's exciting.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
I don't know if I'm excited about it because I don't remember the first one, but
Yeah, no,
I'll
you
probably
should
watch
be.
you're
it.
gonna
Yeah,
watch
I'll
it,
have
then
to
we're gonna
watch
see it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like in the end though. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Wasn't there a bit of shaky camera at the end though? So then maybe they're mixing the two together. Like as you get kind of deeper into
yeah,
the
that
movie,
makes
it
sense,
kind of
yeah.
integrates it more.
Maybe the
Yeah.
reason I don't think there'll be a shaky cam is because there's no plot device for it to be. Because in this one it was just like kids having a camera at the first one. Where this one, why would she bring a camera
there
outside?
was a part where she had her phone and she was like,
Which is
it
true.
looked like she was filming something that was
Oh,
above
God.
her.
So are
Which is
these?
so
so-
she's gonna
Are
interrupt.
none of these people in the original? Because I don't remember.
No,
No.
none of them.
Everyone
It
died
looks
in it.
like
Yeah.
they all did.
Oh no! I forgot the movie. That's
Someone
young
got away on a
spoilers.
helicopter,
Okay.
didn't they? Oh no! The
Invaders,
the
Luke's dad.
helicopter that some of them,
Whoa.
like one or two people got away because they got split up onto two different helicopters at the end.
They won't
I don't
be in
remember
this
the
movie.
ending,
It's
but
been 8 years. They won't be in this movie. I don't think.
No, they won't be. But I'm just saying
Yeah.
that at least one or two of them
it's
got
been
away.
too long. I have
Or
to
go
rewatch
watch it
this
for
movie.
yourself and find out.
Yeah.
Now you don't know. But,
Mm.
yeah. So that was it for my movies. And the last thing was just I quickly want to talk about Hitman and just like kind of the mess that seems to be.
yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah,
'Cause I talked to you in
have
the-
a couple of things about that. Too,
Yeah, I
but
talked to you in
go
the
for it.
group chat, but I didn't post something. I forgot to. So what was happening? Me and Kirkland are Hitman fans. Are you a Hitman fan?
No, but I
You seem really high. Sound like yeah.
no, but I'm just very because I saw
It's a strange
one
story.
thing with how they're doing the releases of the game.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to touch on
So
that.
yeah, we are. So first
Yeah, that's
it
one
started,
thing that really interested me. So
It started as just regular Hitman game coming out. Well, it was December. Then it got delayed. It was supposed to come out, I think, in April or something like that. And then for some reason they started pulling people's pre-orders and saying like no more pre-orders. Like they're just gone. They said don't panic. And it's like okay, it's been delayed. Now they're pulling people's pre-orders. It's one of those weird things like what's going on. And now they've announced that it's going to be an episodic game.
Yep.
So you're pretty much you can pay $15 for the first mission, and then you can go like $10, or you can do like a $60 to get a whole thing. So you're pretty much paying for a mission, like, and then they say maybe they'll add stuff on eventually as far as packs.
So it's like you can do the episodes, or you can just pay the price of a normal game. for
Yeah,
the full
but
game.
there's
But
going to
the
be
thing
no
is-
storyline.
If you pay the full price for the normal game, you don't get all the missions before people. They
No.
still get released on the regular times. It's basically
Yeah.
like buying a season's
I
pass.
get
It's
it. Oh, I get
episodic,
it.
so
Oh,
it's like
okay.
when,
Okay.
like they said, like one time you go to USA and then one time you go to Russia for a mission, blah
Mm-hmm.
blah blah. But yeah, like he said, when you pay $60, it's not like I got the whole game. It's
Oh,
just you
okay.
got this stuff.
You're
that's
guaranteed
coming out.
And-
this
yeah.
content up to this date.
Yeah, up to that date.
What- yeah, I don't know about that.
I pre-ordered it back at E3, and then I unpre-ordered it because it got delayed, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I had already a bad feeling. I had enough games, so I'm like, I don't need it. I'll see what the reviews are. And now, for me, I'm completely like, I don't need this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need a episodic Hitman game. Like,
I
I'll
might
just
wait for the
Yeah.
full thing to be out, like
Or I'll
in a
just-
sale
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
it's
You're
really
not even
strange.
gonna like buy it owned or anything used if it's all
Mhm.
DLC
Yeah,
buying
true.
an episode. So
Yeah. So,
I
Just
think-
sounds-
which sucks because I really like Hitman.
Sounds really
but-
unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think that it's a bad thing that I guess you guys agree obviously that I
Yeah.
completely disagree with them going that route. I think that
Yeah.
there is potential for that episodic thing if done properly to be good.
Yeah.
As long as it's reasonably priced and like it's something that the devs are continuously going to be working on for multiple years, and that's
Yeah.
like their only project. But
I don't think they will.
But the thing is,
Well, they probably already have like a
With-
bunch of missions good to go.
yeah,
But my thing
but they
is,
just want to get more and more money out of it.
Yeah, 'cause my
Exactly.
thing is they didn't come out and say, "Hey, we're gonna make an episodic Hitman
Mhm.
game." They came out and said,
Yeah.
"We're putting out a Hitman game," and then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
we've changed our minds." And it's like through production, you've
What
changed
company
your minds?
makes Hitman?
Square Enix.
Yeah, Square Enix.
So like,
yeah, especially with
Okay.
today's
Final Fantasy.
culture.
promising for Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
all their games aren't coming out anymore.
Yeah. I really hope that it bombs, just because if it,
I'm
If
with
it does
you,
well,
to be honest.
I
Yeah.
can guarantee that at least one or two of the big like AAA companies are going to pick up, be like, oh look, this did well, we're going to adopt
Yeah.
that, but make it even more of a money suck and try and make even more money. So the starting game's going to be $30 and each DLC is going to be $20.
Yeah,
And then
I don't think it's gonna do well. I think Hitman is fun franchise, but I don't think it's huge.
I don't think it's popular enough to like
Yeah,
Exactly,
for that.
yeah.
If it was a pop,
thrive
like,
in
yeah.
that environment.
yeah, if they're like, oh, Halo's episodic for some reason, like if there was a campaign, it's like okay, but like Hitman, it doesn't have like a thrive.
Like,
and the movie didn't help.
Like I've never played a Hitman game, and you guys
Yeah.
have talked about it, so like yeah, I might check out the new one, but now probably
No.
not. Now
I
If
would
you're gonna
recommend
check
it.
out
I think
Absolution,
it's-
I would say.
Absolution's
I
great.
really
Blood
like
Money.
that.
To be honest, they're all really
They're all
good.
good,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're all
Mhm.
decent. Like I'd say they're all C+ or above.
They're all like the value bin games. Like if you see it for like $20 or under, it's worth picking up.
Yeah, I'd say Blood Money. I'd pay
Yeah.
more. Blood Money is
Mhm.
lots of fun. I see the.
I really like
I'd pay $20 for like the first one because it's a little like dated, but the other two, was there 4 now? Yeah, there's 4. 3 and 4 are the ones I'd pay like above
there's
price.
5?
I think
I
this
think it
was supposed to be
saying
the
this
fifth
was
one.
the 6th. I don't know. We might-
Well, because they released
You probably know
Hitman Go,
more.
which
You
is
probably
like
know more.
a Hitman game, but it's an app. But
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's not really a game.
but apparently it's really good. So those are my tad bits.
yeah, no,
Tad bits.
I
yeah,
definitely think
because they're
that's
longer.
Not a good thing.
Like, it's a little absurd.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I just feel like because, like you said, like at the release, they're just gonna have one mission.
Yeah, they
So I'm really happy
One
to play this
mission for
game.
the first month.
Oh man, I gotta play this one mission like 60 times.
Yeah.
What if it
Exactly.
takes you 5 minutes to beat it or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like,
Like,
that's a
to
little
do it
extreme, but
properly,
still.
You can do that
need-
in Hitman maybe if you're
The
gonna.
thing is, to do it properly, if they're releasing one mission every month, that mission needs to be like at least
Stacked
3 to
as
4
shit.
hours
Yeah.
of gameplay that also has good replayability for another.
Like all
Yeah.
Hitman games, I
Like-
feel like did have that. Like they did have replayability. Like you could go your own way to do it,
Yeah.
but like
'Cause
you
there's
can only do
al-
that so much.
There's
Yeah,
always like
exactly.
6 different ways or 5 different ways
Yeah.
to kill a guy or get your target, but like I want to do that on like a different one. Like I usually wouldn't play through. I'd like let's say if there's like USA and Russia, I'd play USA and then go Russia and then go back.
Yeah,
to
you
USA.
don't
I don't
wanna
want to
play
constantly keep playing
USA for an
USA
entire
over
month.
and over for a month.
USA.
and then you have to pay another $10 to get it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I hope it bombs. I hope
Yeah.
it just gets that.
I'm interested to see what happens, but
I
it's
am-
not.
yeah,
it's
I'm
not.
with
I'm
you.
not. I won't be there. I'll be
definitely
I'll be
with you.
watching.
I'll be
Yeah,
watching from
exactly.
the stands. I won't be in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else have news? Anything they want?
I'll be honest, I haven't had time to like look.
Okay.
So
I don't have any news.
Oh,
Really.
okay, I got this here. Yes. Give me 1 second here.
My news was like the Cloverfield thing.
Okay.
That was like my excitement.
Cool. So for me, Rise of the Tomb Raider PC release date announced
My birthday.
January 28th.
Yeah.
You,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
how old are you
January
turning?
I feel like it came on Xbox like
20.
3 months ago.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it was going to
Not-
be a year.
not- like
I
anything.
was really excited, but I thought it was going to be like way
We
up
can all
until
go
like
get out,
summer
go get
past.
drunk.
But
Except
yeah,
for
no.
Travis.
When did they announce? Has this been known for a
I'm
while,
down.
or they
No,
just dropped
they
it?
like just dropped the release
I don't know.
date.
It's
Cool
because
today,
it
so-
bombed. I bet you. That's my thing. I bet
I-
because it
you
bombed.
think?
I
At
bet
Xbox
Really?
One,
It's
yeah.
got to be, yeah.
I think so. I think they
What's
want
that?
some.
Well,
money.
they said a year, and now it's like...
Well, no, they said a year for PS4.
Yeah, PS4
Yeah.
is fourth quarter.
Because this is
of
just for
2016.
PC. This isn't for.
I still
Okay.
just feel like they're
PS4.
rushing it out because Xbox didn't go well. So, like, they didn't even make
Probably.
the top
Apparently
10
the
when it
ratings-
released.
Really?
Like, for sales, yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing. It's critically acclaimed. Everyone that plays it, I
Mm.
talked to, says it's a phenomenal game, but no one bought it. Like,
Yeah, I can say. I mean, it did drop same as Fallout 4, right?
yeah, same day as Fallout 4
Yeah.
and just on Xbox One.
And one thing I wanted to bring up is also the Division beta.
Mhm.
You guys know Tom Clancy's
yeah.
Division.
Too bad Taylor wasn't here. That's his whole...
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited. for that
I'm pretty stoked for it. I remember when I first saw it, I
Yeah, I
was
was
super
blown away.
excited. I'm a little less excited, but I'm still really excited for it. But the beta is dropping on the 28th too.
My birthday.
On
This is
the
a
same
good
day
year
as
for
Tomb
me.
Raider?
So same day as Tomb Raider. So they're just getting screwed on these release dates.
Man,
I
they
saw
should drop
that.
a
It's
game
like,
during next
oh,
Star Wars.
man.
How do you get the? Is
But
it
does it
open
just
beta?
quickly announces a new Elder
I think
Scrolls
it's
drops
closed.
on the same
So,
time?
I'm pretty sure it's closed.
Something like that?
Oh.
Like, you could-
I'm not
What a
entirely
big
sure. I haven't
game.
looked into how to get in the beta.
Well,
But
they're saying that PS4 comes out in a year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
I'll
next-
call it now. Bethesda drops another game on the PS4 release date.
But even then, they're dropping in probably like November, and it's like what a
Soon.
terrible time again, just for just PS4. I don't like. I might play it because so many people said it's so good, but it's
I
like
think I
in
might get it.
November, there's just so much other stuff gonna be coming out. It's like I don't know if I don't know, like, and I don't know if I want to support it. To be honest, I don't know if I want to spend the $60 or whatever it be to like. Oh, here you go. You can go back to
You can
Xbox. Like,
have it after me.
yeah, yeah. There you go. I'll
Yeah.
just pour it from Kirk.
Yeah.
I'll let you know I boycotted Halo and things are still doing okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think Tomb Raider is probably gonna be one of the only games I'm gonna buy like right on release date.
Yeah. Are you a big fan of the franchise?
I'm a huge fan. I haven't played all the franchise, but I played the last one, and
That was
just
great.
phenomenal game.
Yeah.
And as you said, like good things have been said about it. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be worth it. It's probably one of the only games in a long time that I'm actually like buying full price, like release day sort of thing. So I think it's going to be great. Back on the Division beta for Xbox on the 28th, PC and PS4 is on the 29th. It's one day. Not a big deal.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Some deal or something. They
Yeah,
Xbox
exactly.
will pay you lots of money to get
For
the
one
one
day.
day.
yeah.
And Xbox Live goes
Also for
Snoop Dogg's gonna leave.
Yeah. Taylor would love that.
What?
is live still
coming out
down?
one day
Like, is
earlier
that
on
I don't know.
Xbox?
I'm not
Who
online.
knows?
He'll take anything.
Yeah, even one day for
Yeah.
a beta.
Yeah.
XCOM 2, a bunch of gameplay videos have like just recently, I guess.
Did
you play that
looked
game
into.
a lot?
I play XCOM 1.
Yeah, do you really like it?
Well, Enemy Unknown, not the original one, but I really enjoyed the Enemy Unknown. I dropped like lots of
Hours.
hours,
Yeah.
lots of games.
I never knew anyone that played it, and I've always wanted to get into it.
Oh, it's so
but,
good.
yeah.
It's so good.
You're gonna play it and you're like, man, I was just playing Fire Emblem right now. That's what I thought.
That could be that could happen. But XCOM 2 is coming out. I don't think they have a release date out, but it looks phenomenal. Like some of the gameplay changes look amazing. Way more weapons. One of the big things for me was because in XCOM Enemy Unknown, for those of you who've played it, I guess you know, you're just kind of like at the start of the mission, you're slowly just kind of creeping through because you have no idea where enemies are. And as soon as you see the enemies, they get to go into cover and then get like the first shots on you. And you always felt like the first 5 turns of the mission were just moving up like small little spaces. And then in XCOM 2, basically you're now kind of like the stealthy side and you're fighting back against aliens. And so they have this concealment mechanic where basically the aliens there, they don't know that you're in the area, so you can basically go around and set up an ambush and on the enemy squad.
They're switching it up. That's good.
And then,
Sounds
so
good.
basically, it lets those first few turns go by, you setting up and not worrying about them seeing you first, which is really awesome.
Is it turn-based?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
nice.
pretty much like Fire Emblem.
Really reminds me of Valkyria Chronicles. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I have.
It's like
I think I have it.
It sounds like that.
I haven't played it, but
It sounds just like that.
Mhm.
Like in the first missions, like if you see the enemy, like obviously they'll shoot you. But like
Yeah.
if you see them and they don't see you, like you can totally set up your
yeah,
guys.
exactly.
It's
And they have
awesome.
that so that it's like built around
Yeah,
doing
that's
that
cool.
for the first one, which is sweet. Fallout 4, they have a beta patch that was just released. I don't know if you saw anything about that.
What is it
for? Is it just for consoles or for?
No, it's for PC. I don't think it's actually released yet. It's a beta patch, but there's a whole
I haven't
bunch
played
of
Fallout in a few
gameplay.
weeks.
Okay, fair enough. A whole bunch of gameplay changes. You can just look that up.
I saw the
That's
article. I
something.
just didn't read it.
When was that supposed to be?
I don't know when the release is. I just saw it
It
today.
sounds soon because I saw the article. I didn't read it either, but I saw the article.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, I'll
Yeah,
get
'cause
to
I haven't
it.
updated at all the last couple times that I've been on, so might be just PC. I don't know. I know the last one, the one where they fixed the glitch for unlimited money, happened on PC like a
Okay.
week and a half or 2 weeks earlier than before it hit console.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine it's on PC
We got
first.
console commands, so we can just
I
input money.
had a glance through the patch notes on Steam, so it's obviously PC. And then just a small thing, the studio that made Titanfall is working on a third-person action adventure RPG. If you like Titanfall, I'm excited for that.
Is it like
There's still Titanfall 2.
Okay.
But
They've given up.
don't worry about that.
Moving on.
I'm
We're releasing it episodically.
excited about that because I love Titanfall. So
Yeah.
any game that they're going to throw
And
out there.
what is it again? It's a third-person shooter?
Third-person action RPG adventure thing.
Okay.
Wow.
No,
Action
literally,
RPG
that's all the
thing.
details.
Also a
That's
racing
all the
game and a
details.
puzzle game.
It could be.
Platform.
For all I know. But
Starring
very
ukulele.
little details out, but just you can keep an eye out for that. So I'm super excited for it.
Yeah.
Onto bigger things, Gears of War, lots of Gears of War stuff.
Mhm.
First off, the
Taylor
PC
should be here
version.
for all this. You're hitting all the love points for Taylor.
The PC version for Ultimate Edition is coming out early 2016. They don't have an actual date yet, but finally, it's
This
like
is for which?
the Ultimate Edition,
Oh,
the
just
remake
Ultimate,
of the first
right.
one.
Okay.
It's coming out on PC early 2016. They've said so.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
excited for that. And then for Gears for OXM, official Xbox magazine, released a big 18-page article on a whole bunch of Gears 4 stuff and
Jeez.
whole bunch of gear stuff, and I had to
18
look
pages.
through it, and basically, I'm super excited.
That's too
They're kind of the main points about it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but the main points were that they're basically going back to, they're looking for like Gears 1 feel they had in the original game. Because I went from Gears 1, it was kind of like more horror, like dark, gloomy feel to it, and then they kind of just went more like bigger shooter, kind of action-y in 2 and 3. And so I'm super excited. They're saying they want to go back to that mysterious, dark kind of atmosphere.
Which I think is good, because I liked 1. I did like 2 a lot, but 3 I actually never finished. I played it, and then like it was just because I think because of that, like I'm more of like a horror guy, and like those aspects weren't around as much. And then I never played. I bought Judgment, and then I never played.
Good. Don't play Judgment.
I had, and I just returned it to EB Games. So.
Yeah. So I'm super excited for that. Really, yeah.
Did they say if Marcus Phoenix is in it?
No. New cast, kind of. But
he's not
it
in
could
it
be
at
in it.
all?
Actually, no, he could be in it. I don't
better
know.
be.
Not
Yeah.
not as a main character. They haven't really said much about it, story
What
wise.
else do
But
you
it's
cover in
like
18 pages? They don't cover.
Marcus Phoenix.
they were.
Yeah,
Hashtag where's Marcus?
Yeah.
Is a lot of things that weren't about Marcus Phoenix. I
Clearly.
guess.
Well, that's what everyone. That's what I
but
keep hearing there.
I'm really excited about it. And then I guess the
That's all
there you
use.
go. That's pretty much it.
Tyler's. What is your name for your news?
Oh God, I don't know.
I already took a tea thing, so you gotta.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get
Got
back to you guys
Dylan's
next.
Usually, I think it's just me and Dylan that have a
pretty
news
much.
thing.
It has to be something you can purchase at Tim Hortons as well.
You can't purchase tidbits though.
Yeah, but you called them Timbits for
You know
the
what?
word.
You have in the past.
I'm
done
gonna
that,
go
so
back and
just-
edit it. It won't even exist. No. So bread and butter.
Bread and butter.
That's
here
what
we
we're
go.
here for.
Butter
Bread and
and
butter.
I want sourdough,
Bread
please.
and chicken.
You listen
Yeah.
to GeekVerse podcast for the bread and the butter
But
and
the,
the donuts.
like I said,
and the
I need to know: is
tidbits.
it sourdough?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
We can't
Gluten
afford
free,
it.
GMO,
That's not
gluten
a question,
free,
yeah.
free range bread.
Well, we want.
That's a question for Taylor.
About free range bread?
Yeah,
I'll ask
we
him.
all know his bread and chicken story. Anyway,
If you don't know the bread and chicken story, you should
Check
go
out our
find out.
blooper
Yeah,
reel.
go find out about the bread and chicken story. Hashtag save Hannibal.
hashtag Safe Hannibal. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
How far are
There you
you?
go.
I haven't watched much.
You two better hurry up already.
I'm on episode 4, 5, maybe 6.
You
Maybe
give me
even
crap
2.
for 2007,
Even
8,
two.
and 9.
It's really good though.
Of what season?
Season 3,
He's
maybe.
Oh, so he's
2.
past me because I'm
Am
only
I?
on.
Nice.
Oh, I'm on like season 3, episode 1.5.
I predict that Hannibal will come back to the television.
Really? That's gonna be your first prediction?
Yes, because I want it to happen.
Okay, so we're predicting TV first.
Okay.
Completely biased.
Completely biased. Well, no, it's not going to come back.
That's your
unfortunately.
prediction? Okay, well,
Yeah, it just got canceled.
I'm gonna
last year.
counter every single one of your predictions with the opposite. We'll see. Let's go.
Okay.
You predicted Scream Queens wasn't going to come back, and we.
I'm completely wrong. Yeah, I forgot to throw that in my tidbits. That
Yeah.
came back. I will predict that's going to get canceled this year after it comes back and that does do good again.
Why? Why do you
'Cause
think
It was so bad.
so bad. Okay.
No, just ratings wise, it has its huge cult audience. The people that love it, love it. Me and Taylor, like, it's one of my favorite shows of last year. It's so good. It's like Mean
So
Girls meets Scream, and it has the greatest soundtrack bar none on TV. So fucking good. But I predict that'll come back, and then that's gonna get canceled again. I feel
After
like
the season?
yeah, after second.
Well, didn't they
season.
say season 3? I
Of
thought.
Scream Queens?
Yeah.
No, this is the first year.
I saw a post that you linked. Maybe I read it wrong. That said season 2 is coming
Scream
back on
Queens
something.
and Empire
Yeah,
season
Empire
3.
season
That was
Empire
also
season
on a
different
3.
show?
Yeah.
Maybe
they
I thought that was
linked
like
them
a station or something. I don't know.
again.
I don't know what I was thinking when I read it.
It's season 2, second
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
I think it'll come back and do just like maybe just as poor or more poor. I don't think I feel like apparently they get lots of good DVR ratings, so that's good. But I feel like it's just like let's give it one more go, and it's not gonna happen. I wanted to stay. I
One of
wanted
our
to stay.
highest mentioned posts on Facebook was about Scream Queens.
That was on our first one when we hit like 1,000 or something, and
That
it was
is
strange.
Very
That's what-
bizarre. Yeah.
yeah, that's what we have a Scream Queen. What was
Hello.
I was
There's a
just,
Nazgul in the distance.
I was just looking up. I didn't realize that there was a release
They're
date for.
They're everywhere. Great scene. That's so good. As a kid, oh, when they come in. Trying to think more TV I have. Daredevil will be amazing.
Yeah, that's what my sounds were. There's release dates for season 2.
Daredevil will be amazing. How do you? Because you've watched Jessica Jones, right?
Yeah.
Are you interested in a Luke Cage show? Because it's happening, no matter what. But like his character, I like
Is
him,
that
but I don't know if he can
2015?
carry his own
Or
show.
2016?
What?
Is that coming in 2016?
2015.
I messed up.
I don't know if he can carry his own show either, but I mean, they could do it where they have Jessica in it or crossover with
Iron
Daredevil. And
He's coming too.
So,
Anyway.
I don't know. I mean, they've done other shows that I didn't
Sweet.
think had enough
Yeah,
substance, and they're making it work, so.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, and then, on notes of other things that are coming back, Better Call Saul
Yeah,
will be
that'll
coming
good.
back this
That'll be
year.
really good. It's
Yeah.
not much prediction, but it'll be good. it'll be good. It'll be good and not canceled.
I- it'll-
House of Cards. That's
What?
gonna-
February.
February. That's this year.
Yeah.
Like next month.
Yeah, next month, February. Yeah, it's like February 11th or something. It's not that far away.
Is that going to be good?
That's amazing.
Predictions?
I think
it's
so.
I think it's gonna
They had a weaker
pick up.
season.
I think it's gonna pick up from season 3. Definitely. I think
So,
it's gonna be a lot
House of
better.
Cards we think will be good. Scream
I think
Queens
it'll
will
be
get
awful.
canceled.
Also gonna
Hannibal
be
is
awful.
coming back from Dylan.
I think Better Call Saul will get better ratings this season than last season.
I think
I
so.
don't know if anyone still follows it. I definitely don't. But Game of Thrones.
That was just
Game of Thrones.
But it'll do massive
still a
ratings,
thing?
I think.
Is
Yeah,
it still good?
it's-
Like I totally fell out of the series.
Oh,
I-
it's gonna
I
do
started-
incredibly well. Probably
It depends
just
who you
because-
ask.
They've passed,
just because
they've
it's
passed
also-
the books now, so
Yeah.
that's gonna get that.
It depends who you ask. Some people it's like the religion.
I
For
think-
me, I watch it. It's good, but it's to me not the best TV show.
I think
but
it's
it,
gonna start straying from the books now.
well, it has to.
Yeah, I
they've-
guess so. I
they've-
mean,
Yeah, because they're farther. But it
But-
won the Emmy last summer for
Yeah,
best show
I
on
know.
TV, so
Mhm.
it's doing fine. It's
Yeah.
going nowhere.
I think it's gonna do.
If
fine,
anything,
yeah,
it'll
but-
get like more ratings.
I just totally fell out of the show.
Yeah,
So-
I wouldn't recommend.
I don't think anyone's gonna have any opinion on this but me, but they've released a Shadowhunter TV series.
What is that?
Mortal,
heard of that.
the Mortal Instruments. It's a book.
Oh, they made a terrible movie, didn't they?
Yeah, but now they did make a terrible
That was
movie.
so
Yeah.
condescending.
Yeah.
Oh no, because why are they making a TV show? That's why I'm like.
You guys
He's an
could,
actor.
yeah,
That
you
was
guys
great.
I
couldn't
feel
see
like
his
TV
face.
shows. I feel like TV shows can definitely be better made than movies.
I
though.
guess, but usually you get a great movie. It's
Okay.
like let's make a TV show, and it's like we got to shimmy.
Daredevil movie, Daredevil TV
Different
show.
people,
Hey, there's a
though.
Daredevil
And it
movie
is,
back
and
in
it
the
is
day.
different people, completely different actors. It's by Netflix. Netflix is
Okay,
doing the
no,
Mortal
that's what I
Instruments
meant. It was
series.
different writers. It was Marvel's Daredevil. So if it's different people, I'll give you that. Then if it
It's-
was the people
yeah.
that did the movie, like we'll make a TV show. And I was
No,
like, fuck.
Netflix picked it up and they
Okay.
did a series
That's
for
fair.
it.
Netflix is on their game. Which next week, if you don't know, you'll be no longer to switch regions in Netflix anymore. They found a way to stop
Yeah.
that, and it's
Mhm.
game
Oh, really?
over. And my prediction 2016, someone will find a way to
My
Yeah,
prediction
yeah.
Someone's gonna
is
find a
strong
way.
enough to
But for-
break that.
But for 2 months or a month,
Yeah.
you won't get it. So, which
And
sucks. But
Cancel
like,
my Netflix for a little bit.
yeah, that's what everyone does. If in 6 months, if we can't do it, everyone cancel Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, boom, and
Oh.
Boycott Netflix.
Why haven't you talked
Exactly.
about this Legends of Tomorrow?
that's out next week.
Why haven't you? I just feel like that's something that you would have mentioned.
It's
something
along
that-
with Flash and Arrow, which I think are good shows. I don't love them as much as other people. They're just like they remind me of like if 2002 Spider-Man got a TV show. Like it's fun and action. And it's not bad, but it has its cheesy moments. So like I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend it if you like those shows, but if you don't, I wouldn't be like you gotta watch Legend of Tomorrow. I would just be like you gotta watch Hannibal. When I say to everybody, and then after that, now I'm like you gotta watch The Jinx. That's my go-to now if they've
It's
seen
so,
Hannibal.
it's so good. I'll
See,
back up the
after-
Jinx.
Yeah, Jinx. It's very
Oh,
good.
yeah.
You say that, but and I'll let you know the Jinx is like it's pretty kind of slow almost, but the ending is really good.
Sounds interesting.
It's
Check
amazing.
it out.
So I don't know. I almost stopped at episode 4, and then I started Making a Murder. I watched the first 3 episodes of Making a Murder, and I was like, oh yeah, I should just fucking finish the Jinx. So I went and finished it, and I was
So
like,
good.
oh my god, like I'm so glad
So
I
good.
finished this.
I was never a camp.
Anyway.
That's the end of season 4. I've seen it 3 times now. In a matter of 2
Oh.
months.
Wow.
I love that show. It's my favorite documentary.
Oh,
of all
wow.
time.
Oh, I'm gonna throw this one out here. What's anyone's opinion on Walking Dead? Because that's still
Brittany
going.
Taylor.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be awful.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
we
I'm
still
probably
got
gonna
Fear the
watch it
Walking
just
Dead,
because
too.
I've committed so much to it.
I still haven't
But-
seen the season finale for or mid-season, whatever it was, the last 2 episodes for
I
whatever.
don't even remember what happened at the end. To
because
be
it
completely
probably
honest.
wasn't worth it.
I know the general gist of what's going on, but like,
The last I saw,
It's
Daryl
not
had his
memorable.
bike stolen.
Oh no.
Yeah.
am I missing on something? I feel like
Daryl
Well, you
like
just got hit with a spoiler.
had his like bike stolen, and then
And his crossbow.
The like
Oh no!
they found like that rocket launcher in the building that they were trapped in.
Are they playing Fallout?
Pretty much, it seems like.
Are you missing a
I
season?
think I might be missing some. I feel
Do
like
you watch it live, or do you watch, like...
I don't want.
videos
I
on Netflix?
watch it after a while. It comes out usually.
Okay.
But I feel
So
like
you-
I caught up
um,
literally like 3 months ago.
I
Not
don't
3
know.
months, like maybe like
Competitive world. is it?
fall or something. I feel like I started watching it and I caught up all as far as I could.
I don't think you did.
Maybe I
Yeah,
did.
yeah, obviously, because this would be the not the mid-season or season finale, not the one before it, but the one before it. Like I'm only missing
Yeah.
2 episodes.
It goes Darrow episode, and then set up to the finale, and then finale. The setup to the finale is the Glenn episode, of if you find out if he's alive or dead.
Yeah.
You know if he's alive or dead?
Glenn is alive right now.
Okay, but
Okay,
did
so
you
you-
see that? Did you see him?
No.
Did you see the episode?
Oh, so you just know
No.
from the internet?
No, I don't know. Glenn was alive from where I was.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'm behind.
Oh
a couple
yeah, you're
episodes.
behind then. You're behind.
I'm way behind.
Yeah,
then.
you know.
Oh,
Because Glenn
okay.
is dead. So.
Cool.
He's also alive.
I'll
Okay,
make a
not.
prediction that I'll be heavily
something to do.
enjoying Walking Dead this year because of Negan. Negan's coming in, and I'm very excited. He's a comic book character. He's played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who is a phenomenal actor. Watch Watchmen. He plays a comedian. He's perfect for Negan. Yeah, he's in The Walking Dead. Come up, he's playing the main villain.
So we'll
I think
actually
I'll be
have
on
to
the
catch
Walking
up.
Dead hype train.
Nice.
There's a big important thing coming from the comic books where you'll want to watch. Where
So what
it
about
changes
Fear the
game.
Walking Dead?
I will never watch an episode. I haven't watched one, and I predict in 2016
Why
I will
not?
not watch an episode.
Why not?
Because I barely like
interested?
Walking Dead.
Okay, fair enough.
So I don't need another, like, it's the same thing, I'm committed to Walking Dead, and my girlfriend really likes it, so it's always on, so I'm like, okay, I'll watch it, but if I don't need another zombie show.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, like, that's the thing when you're talking about Arrow and Flash, so yeah, like, doesn't have to be like, I'll watch Legends of Tomorrow, I got enough
You don't need
superhero.
another one.
I don't need another Walking Dead, we're superheroes, I need them.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Suits.
So,
Anyone watch Suits?
no.
No one watches Suits.
I barely watch TV shows, man.
Okay,
I
this
think
is
Can't
gonna
even get me to watch
Move on to
Hannibal.
movies.
Okay, well,
No,
News
no, I got
Daily
like a
Episode.
really
okay.
generalized high prediction. like it's gonna be like a total shot in the dark. So they're doing Survivor, Blood
Oh,
or
yeah.
Brains, Bronze, and Beauty again.
Go Caleb.
So any predictions for even like do you think it'll be Brains, Bronze, or Beauty?
When
or...
we see the cast, we'll definitely
I'm
talk
just
about
no,
it.
I'm asking like right now, shot in the dark.
I'll just pick Brains.
One person from one of those categories
no.
is going to win.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, which one would it be? I'll pick
Which
Brains.
category would win?
And I'll predict Caleb will be out before the merge. That's my
Ooh.
prediction. You'll see who Caleb is, but he's Big Brother and he talks so much shit. He'll be out. Or he'll be like that alpha male that the girls like, Caleb, but he won't be. He'll be out right away because he's such a jerk. Go Caleb.
I'll pick Braun because they won last time.
Right, Tony. Second favorite player all time.
I'm going to have to go with Braun.
Yeah, I'm going. Well, I don't know if you're gonna take Braun. Maybe I'll take Brain. Then I'm tied between the two.
No beauty.
I'll go Beauty.
You're gonna go.
I don't want to go.
Survivor, so
Alright,
might as well.
I'll,
That's fair.
I'll take Brains with you. Then they can be Bronze,
Yeah.
and Kirkland can be Beauty.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
give
we'll
Taylor
definitely
Beauty
do some
too.
predictions like when we actually see the cast and get the
Oh.
intros
Yeah,
or
for
whatever.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure, people that don't watch Survivor are gonna love that.
Oh, dude.
There's always something. not gonna
There's
lie.
Hell's Kitchen tonight. Oh, no
I have a
one.
prediction
Anyone?
that Justin's
Yeah.
gonna be watching Hell's Kitchen tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be 18 chefs compete. What?
Oh god.
Cool.
No one watches Hell's
Nope.
Kitchen.
No.
That's all you.
I think
don't watch
Gordon
anything.
Gordon Ramsay's my spirit animal. So,
Is there anything else TV related?
no,
No.
nothing that you
Okay.
guys would watch that I
Okay.
would,
I don't know any TV shows, man.
Okay.
Vampire Diaries. Throw it out there.
Maybe,
I'll just say
maybe
it.
I'll finish How I Met Your Mother. Maybe I'll finish Dexter. Maybe I'll
Maybe.
finish
Don't finish.
Hannibal.
Don't
Maybe
worry
I'll
about
finish
Dexter.
any
Don't
of
worry
those.
about Dexter.
yeah.
Man, I have a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
to
just
Leave
wherever
that
you're
season
at
four,
at
you're
Dexter,
good to
just stop wherever you're at. That's good.
Started the last season.
How I Met
Oh
Your
no,
Mother.
I
you're
watched
not
the
really
first
missing much
episode of the
either.
last season. I think that's when I gave up.
Oh, okay. Another on TV before we get off. Anyone got predictions for how the Friends special is gonna mull over?
It's not happening. Well, it's not happening the full thing. Matthew Perry already dropped out.
Oh, really?
He's on Broadway. He can't do it. So
Did-
I predict you'll get 3 of them because I think if all 6 of them were going, they would have been like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like even Jennifer Aniston, who's a big actress, would be like, you know what? They're all showing up. I'll show up because one dropped out. They'd be like, it's not really a Friends reunion. So I feel like Aniston will be next, and then probably Courtney Cox, and you'll get like Schwimmer, Phoebe, and Matt LeBlanc. I guarantee maybe 4, maybe Courtney Cox, but I don't think Aniston will be there either because Matthew Perry's already gone. So it's like I was excited, but now I won't watch.
I didn't hear that he
Why
dropped
don't they
it.
just like do a different day or something?
But because they already planned the special. It's for a director. It's for a famous TV director. He's turning 85. His name's Dave Burrow, and he directed a lot of Friends episodes, so it was for him.
Right.
But yeah, they should have maybe cleared it before they announced it. They shouldn't have said Friends episode and be like, oh, Matthew Perry can't do it. They should have like, let's make sure everyone can do it, announce it, and then go.
Yeah.
Like, I think they were just like, we can do Friends special. Let's announce it right now so everyone gets pumped. And then like, sorry, I can't do it. Thanks for like clearing it with me. It's NBC. They're desperate for ratings, so that's why. It is. They have shit shows. I predict Heroes Reborn will not.
Yeah, it's not coming back.
It's not coming back for a third
Prediction.
time.
Okay, wait.
You're cheating. It already got canceled.
No, I said
Wait.
it won't come back for a third time. I'm predicting for like
cancel
the rest of my
the
life.
Okay.
In 2016, probably. No.
Are they even finishing that season? Is it just...
I think so.
I think they're finishing.
It
But I
did
don't
like
know
it
if
did
it's
not
a
one of
Hannibal.
those mid-season things, right?
But I don't
Yeah.
know if
It's gonna-
it's if they'll get the Hannibal treatment of like they'll get to write it as the end. I don't know about that. They may have, that's what I don't know if that's what you're asking, but they may have already filmed that.
Well, they
I thought
left
they
it kind of
filmed it.
mid cliffhanger here, so I just want to know if I can at least get some
I should probably
answers.
rewatch that episode. I don't even remember what happened.
They go into like the futury desert.
Oh yeah, the classic. That show's not very good.
Oh, on the TV
Unfortunately.
front, Robert Durst will go to jail this year.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
in the jinx. He's going to jail for sure.
Yeah, I
my
think
2016
you're right.
prediction. His trial's in August, so we'll get back to you.
You know
then.
what? Honestly, if he manages to get out of that, like, I will go bow down before him. I'll fly to New York and I will bow down in front
He'll
of
kill
him.
you.
Yeah, you know what? And I'll be impressed. You know, I'll be like, you can kill me.
You'll be
I
dead.
sacrificed
No, I won't
myself.
be impressed.
Apparently, though, he is in there for 5 years no matter what, because when they arrested him, he had an illegal firearm on him. So
Oh.
even if he gets off on the murder charges, he's going to
So
jail
he
for
took-
Do they have
he
like
took a
solid
gun?
evidence on the murder? Like,
Yeah,
they're
but
like,
Why don't you watch
Maybe
the
you should
Jinx?
just watch the Jinx.
You got-
Yeah.
I don't
I know,
wanna
but
spoil
like,
They
okay,
do.
Just go watch the Jinx.
They do.
Yeah?
Yeah, they
like
do.
he from him messing
Just
up. I
go
imagine.
watch the Jinx.
Yes,
Just-
and
just watch it.
Watch
Okay.
it.
Well,
I'm
you guys
telling-
talked about it enough that
So-
I already know about.
But you gotta
That's
watch
right.
it.
We've already
okay.
talked about it enough. That you can go
Okay.
watch it.
So,
You're right.
did he take the gun to the interview then?
No, they like arrested him like way later after the interview. Like they didn't get him right after. It was like a couple days and
Yeah,
like,
because
hey,
I was
you're going to
reading
jail.
up on it about how there was debates about how early
How
the
long they
cops
kept it
and
whatnot. Yeah. I don't. People are mad at the director sometimes because like you should have told the cops, but it's like I don't agree. It made his fucking career. Like he's sitting on this gem. I'm like I'm gonna get some money out of this. He's going to jail probably no matter what. So and
Well, then it's not really. I mean, it's not like it's gonna make or break it if it's now or 2 weeks from now. It's not like the cops were gonna magically make.
it's a case
This-
from 20 years ago
yeah.
too. It's not like he just killed one. If he was like on a murdering spree, I'd be like okay, lock him up. But it's like he's trying to get away from like a 20-year murder.
Yeah,
Watch the Jinx.
it's so good, so good,
Yeah.
and it's only like
Oh,
it's like
Oh,
Yeah, 10
What?
so goods.
it's only 5 hours.
What?
It's-
Yeah,
it's
it's not
that.
that long. That last episode's really short. It's like only 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
so
it's not bad.
streamed it on YouTube. So
Right on.
It's on
there.
YouTube?
That's where I streamed it.
What? Wow. It's HBO. I'm surprised they. Oh, we got a new like on our Facebook page. Yay!
No,
like our
I
Facebook
Shut
page.
up.
Shoutouts to whoever that is.
Do we do movies? Because I feel like games will take the longest. Okay, I got one right off the bat.
One right out of the bat.
The Warcraft movie is gonna bomb, and it's not. Gonna
Oh my
be,
god, I totally forgot about the Warcraft
I was gonna
movie.
say
I can see
bomb.
that bombing.
And it's not gonna be like, oh, this will be the big like video game movie. I feel like it'll bomb. I don't know how it'll do, like rate like critics wise. I think it'll be maybe in like a 60 range on Rotten Tomatoes, 50
So it
even.
won't do like it's not gonna be like a terrible movie. But
I don't think it'll be a terrible movie because I think fans will really like it, and some critics might be like, oh, they tried some. But I think box office wise, I don't think people
Yeah.
and the fans are gonna go see it. We'll see, but that's my prediction. I feel bad because it's Duncan Jones, and I just like praised his father
I
earlier,
can
but
agree
like
with that.
I don't want to like
Okay.
stay with Bowie's kid.
I got a call. I got a call. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is going to do amazing because the Harry Potter universe is just it. For some reason, we can never drop it. It seems to just.
I don't know. I think it'll do good, but not Harry Potter good, to be honest. Because like I looked at a
Are you,
list
are you
a while-
talking like Deathly Hollows?
No, I'm talking more in like the middle. Even like I'd have to.
I'm
look
kind of
up-
with Travis here. Like, I love the Harry Potter movies. Obviously, we talked about it in our top 10 movies of all time. But like, I don't know if I'll go see it.
That's how
Honestly,
I feel
yeah,
like
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of people that don't read the books feel that. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I like Harry Potter, but it's like, and a lot of people that weren't fans of the book were not really impressed by the teaser trailer because it's just like him in like London, like with a chest, and it's like, it seemed really for the fans, and like that's why the fan. It's for sure it's not gonna bomb or anything,
No.
but I don't know if it's gonna put up like. Well, let me look and see. Well, I'll look at what see what the first Harry Potter did, and maybe that'll be like the reasonable like money wise. It won't do Deathly Hollows number. There's no way
I agree.
because there was like a
Yeah.
build up, but like it could do like in the middle of Harry Potter. But I don't know. I feel like it's gonna like not be that high. Like on Fandango, I was looked a while ago and they had like their top 10 list of movies. Like that wasn't even in there for like the ticket sellers place. And they did a poll of people and like they look at like what people would buy and whatnot because they're past. And it's like that wasn't in there. Like Deadpool wasn't either. But like I don't know. It just
The first one was 107 million worldwide for sales.
So low. It can make that. It'll make. I'll say it'll make 300 to 400 million. Maybe 5. That's $500 million. But I'll roughly say 300 to 400 million because I think that's that Half-Blood like Prince area where like the last ones are getting into like $1 billion and like 900 million. So I say 300 to 400. And then
planned to be like a new trilogy
Series
or something?
Do you know that, Jessica?
I don't think right now there's
Prediction?
a plan for it to be. I could see them. Why wouldn't they? If it does well, why wouldn't they push it, right?
Yeah.
And then they can make those stage movies. You know that?
The stage movies?
They're doing plays and they're sequels
right.
to Deathly Hallows.
Oh, really?
The Cursed Child.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's about his son.
Yeah. Make those movies. And if you care, once again, we bring this up all the time, but if you're making a thing about Hermione being black, just go do something with your life. Just
It doesn't say anywhere any skin color of like anyone.
Just
my God.
I think JJ put it the best when they asked him about like Finn being a black stormtrooper, and he says, if that's a problem with you, you have much bigger problems in your life. Like, it's just a fictional character, and like Jessica said, they don't specify like, oh, you're a little white girl. It's just like they just talk about curly hair and like brown, like red. Like I haven't read the books, but
no, it's like brown hair, curly eyes, and clever.
Yeah,
That's
nothing
her description.
about
yeah.
So I don't know.
And if you look at the quote unquote black Hermione, she has brown eyes and curly hair.
Yeah, yeah. So that was just a thing. I have a prediction that'll be a continual
I
product.
feel like we talk about that every time.
Because I'm just still surprised
Controversy
between
comes
like
up.
Michael B. Jordan and like John Boyega playing Finn and now this. It's like every time I'm waiting for the cast to happen, then not to be a big deal. But it's always like trending on Twitter, like this is outrageous, and I'm boycotting this. Like same thing, like for the people that boycott Star Wars, like it really worked. It's the number 2 movie of all time, or 3rd, sorry. It's like it really panned out for you. Like you just missed the Star Wars movie. Like, and I guarantee you they saw it. They're just saying, oh, like. I'm not gonna see this. I
only saw it once.
I don't do it like Finn. It's like I don't know. Like it's just never. Like I guess I don't know. It's just not a problem. It's not at all. Like it's not specified. But yeah. But so you think Fantastic Beasts will do well? I think Warcraft will bomb. Any other
I have
movies?
to
I got a
agree with
couple, but
Warcraft.
you think that'll bomb?
Yeah, I think so.
Jessica, what do you think? Because you want to see it, but what do you think it'll do? Like success money wise?
Well, considering the hype has completely dropped off the face of the earth and no one's talking about it, I think it's going to go terribly. I mean, if they were still, putting out new trailers and that, I follow like the official page of Blizzard and World of Warcraft and everything, and they're not posting anything about it. So obviously, even their hype is gone.
When does it come out again? June, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is June.
So.
There's one.
I think my prediction is that I'm going to go to Deadpool on Valentine's Day.
That's when it comes out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3rd or the 12th. That Friday.
Oh, okay.
Because the Valentine's
same day as Zoolander too.
Oh, okay. Prediction for that.
That's that was my next prediction. I somehow think Zoolander will top it, and I don't think.
You think Zoolander will top Deadpool?
I don't think I do because I don't think Deadpool's gonna do as well. I think. Critically, it'll do good. I think it's going to be a good movie, but I think money-wise, because it's rated R, so you lose the kids. And then I don't think he's as big as a character for people that aren't geeks. Like I always use this example, like someone like my mom or my dad, like those people. Like I feel like even before there was like an Iron Man or a Superman or a Batman, like people have heard of it, a movie, and they'll go see it. But with Deadpool, I just have this weird thing, and the marketing's great. Every time you see a poster or you see something, like it has all the signs being a hit. And it's just because radar superhero comic book movies have never really panned out. So I think it will not, I think Ant-Man was like 500 million. I would say it'd maybe get 200 million, which could be a success.
So are you expecting the same for Suicide Squad?
I think Suicide Squad's going to do better.
I think that depends on how Batman vs. Superman goes. If that's really good, then people will be on the hype train of like, oh, the Joker's there. But if that movie's crap, they'll be like, oh, the Joker. And plus, because like people are already... So on the Joker, like Hot Topic Joker, Justin Bieber Joker, like that type of stuff. Like, I think it all depends on Batman versus Superman. Where Deadpool, it's the first comic book movie out of the gate. So
Yeah.
and it's in February, which is a strange time. You'll see it, but a lot of
it's coming
people
out
might
already?
not. What? Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's out in a month. It's literally out in a month.
Oh my
But I think
gosh.
Zoolander will top it because I think there's a lot of excitement. And then, yeah, I just have a bad feeling. I want it to be. I would want Deadpool to make $3 billion and beat Star Wars. Like, I love Deadpool. I want the movie to be good, but I just have this, like, gut feeling of, like, we're so close to getting Deadpool, and it's rated R. It's what every fan wants because he's a rated R character. He swears, he curses, there's nudity, but I just have this bad feeling.
I feel like it's targeted toward a much more specific audience.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the reason why it doesn't make as much money.
And I feel like that specific audience might torrent it and download instead of go pay and see it. That was
I could
Kick-Ass's
see
problem.
that
That everyone
happening.
loves Kick-Ass, but that's why they didn't. The first one did not do that good, but they made it because there was all this like praise for it. And then they made the second one, it did even worse. And then at the end of the year, it came out as the most torrented movie of that year. And it's like that's why I worry Deadpool will be where it'll be people that like keyboard warriors, the people that hate Black Hermione. Like it'll be those people that want to see it, but they're not going to pay to see it, so they'll just download it and like. I don't want that because like if that happens, you won't get another Deadpool movie. It'll be like, oh great, we got one, and I'm happy we're getting one regardless. Like,
Yeah.
But I always look at it because like I'm a film buff. I always look at it from a business side of like, okay, I want to see Deadpool like every 3 years. I want to see him in X-Men, and if he bombs, it's one of these things like, well, it didn't work out. So I think Zoolander will. That's my prediction.
Yeah,
I think
it
we'll
will.
top it. I hope
You
they
think-
just both make like
Do you
60
think
million, and then it's
Zoolander
gold.
2 is going to top Zoolander 1?
Like as
You-
quality.
well,
Oh, no.
As quality?
No.
No.
I think it will be better than we're thinking. I don't think it's going to be like I know you liked Anchorman 2, but I don't think it'll be as bad as Anchorman 2. But I'd be very surprised if it topped.
It's in the
Zoolander
same
1.
boat as Anchorman 2, right?
Yeah, it's in that whole thing of like it could be awful. Zoolander,
Yeah.
I don't think it will be, but I don't think it'll be as good. I think it's going to be good, but not Zoolander good. Not Blue Steel good.
Not Blue Steel good.
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
reference.
Yeah,
You didn't see Travis just did Blue Steel.
yeah exactly.
I'll throw one out. I know you're not really a fan of the series, but Ghostbusters. I don't.
Oh,
think it's
you
gonna
beat
do
me
good.
to it. I was gonna throw
I don't
it.
think it's gonna do
Ghostbusters
good.
is coming out?
What about you?
Yeah, no,
It's,
that's
It's all female cast.
yeah, it's all female cast.
Oh, I did hear about that.
They got like Melissa McCarthy in
Yeah.
it,
And, like,
Yeah.
like for me, like having those memories of Ghostbusters, like the original cast, like that's what made it for me. So like Bill Murray not being in it and stuff like that. I know you're not a Bill Murray.
He's
guy.
in it. He's just
Oh,
not
is he?
playing the character.
He's a cameo.
Yeah, he has a the rumors he's not playing himself, like the character. He's playing a scientist who's against the Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's
Like,
weird.
Yeah, like he's in it, and I hope it's just a rumor, so I hope they put that out there, because I'm not the biggest fan of Ghostbusters, but if they brought him back, he should play the
His
same
character,
character. Because
yeah.
it's to me, that's really weird if he's playing like a different
Yeah,
character.
like is this one supposed to be like a whole new thing then, or are they just totally
They haven't
disregarding
said.
the first
They,
movie?
it's just they just said there's a new Ghostbusters coming out. We
Yeah.
don't know if like this has like happened before and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Like Chris
I don't
Pratt's in it, so like, and he has the suit on at one point. So I think
yeah?
he tries to be a Ghostbusters, and maybe he dies or it goes wrong or
okay.
something. Like it's not against any of the females. Other than Melissa McCarthy, I love all those.
You
women.
don't like Melissa McCarthy?
It's just because she does the same thing every time. She does fat and fart jokes all the time, and it's just this in the same movie. Every character is the same. You look at like Bridesmaid, and you look at like the Identity Thief. She always plays like the inappropriate lady, and that's what's just like.
I like her.
But I'm not the woman. I'm not saying fuck Melissa, but I mean like her acting. Like for me, it's like if there's something different, I could get.
I agree. Like she just does the same thing all the time.
Yeah, and it
I
was
just
funny.
find
One,
her
it's
funny,
and
you know?
like with the other one, she was Sandra Bullock, like the cop one, same thing. Like she's like vulgar, like inappropriate cop,
Yeah.
and it's like she's vulgar,
I feel
inappropriate.
like she's just like
spy.
she's like
vulgar.
a less funny.
Chris Farley.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I miss
yeah.
Chris Farley. If Chris Farley's in Ghostbusters,
Ooh.
That would
Yeah.
be wow.
like for me, it's not because like some people, same thing. Some people are like, oh, you can't have all women in Ghostbusters. For me, it's just like just don't have an interest in seeing the Ghostbusters. I will see it if enough people say it's super funny. And I love Kate McKinnon. If anyone watches SNL,
Oh, yeah,
she's
great,
the
yeah.
MVP.
She's like carrying them right now.
oh yeah, any skit she's in, it's gold. Like
And she's like in all of them too.
So yeah, I know because they know that. So I might see it just because of her, but I won't be like, oh, Thursday at midnight, Thursday at
Yeah.
7, like Star
Yeah, I
Wars.
probably won't even see it.
Like for me, it's just because I have no big interest in Ghostbusters. I don't like, but if it's good, maybe Cheap Tuesday. But like, so you just think it won't do good,
But-
like money wise,
Oh no, like
or you think
I don't know.
both? It just won't
I
be a good
think-
movie and just won't.
like me personally, I have no interest of seeing it because I love the originals so much.
Yeah.
Like I loved all of them because the cast and like it was just those classic movies. Like
Mhm.
I don't know, I grew up watching them, and then this was just so different. I just don't really have interest in.
What if they pull Star Wars? What if they make you
don't-
believe again? I don't.
Yeah,
know.
I don't know. Like I'm totally up in the air, but right now my predictions are that it's not going to do that. It's not going to be a movie that everyone talks about.
Yeah,
For sure.
I can see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll say that. Yeah.
And then another one I had is the Ratchet and Clank movie.
What?
Right, I forgot that's coming
That's
out
a
with the
thing?
game
That is
at the
a
same
thing,
time.
yeah.
That's a thing? Is
Yeah.
it like animated? Or?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's gonna
okay.
be-
Yeah, live action. Vin Diesel as
Yeah,
Ratchet.
no, I'm really, really excited for this. I
Kirkland's eyes just lit up
Yeah,
like he
I
found out Santa was
absolutely-
real.
I absolutely love the games. Those were like one of my favorite
Yeah.
games growing up.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think it's gonna do the greatest money wise because it's another one of those video game movie things. That we
Did
talked
you see
about.
when it releases? I think that's all depends. If it releases on a weekend or like a time where there's no movies, I think kids could jump on board and see
April
that.
20th.
April.
April
Or 20.
20th? Yeah.
That's their audience right there. I think.
They're going for
Do you
those
just
people
have
who
the
used to play as
movies,
a
or
kid
is
and
there-
are now
do you see anything
stoners?
that's by that weekend? Does it say?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay, no, I think it might do all right. Like kids could
Oh.
see it.
I didn't know
That's
Sylvester
exciting.
Stallone's
I
in
want-
it.
Sylvester Stallone's in it.
Hey, I
wow.
said Vin Diesel.
John
I was
Goodman.
close. Who?
John
John
Goodman.
Goodman's in everything now, but I think it might. I don't know how the movie quality, but it could be all right. Like, and there's gonna be a game at the same time too. They're dropping the game the same week.
Sly Cooper movie is coming out too.
Oh,
This
I
year. I
know.
totally
I
forgot
like
about
so many
that.
This
video
year?
game
Yeah,
movies.
2016 it says.
Obviously, that's
A
animated too.
lot of video game movies.
Me and Kirkland are going to be
It
hanging
just
out
says
at the movies,
2016, so
obviously.
it could be up in the air.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah, it could be
Pushed back
Yeah,
too, yeah.
exactly.
Well, while we're on it, we talked about the video game movies, and Taylor's not here to defend it, but which is probably good because he's super
Too-
biased.
too passionate.
How do we honestly think Assassin's Creed gonna do like both? Like, how do you think it'll be a good movie? And then like money wise, what do you think?
I don't think it's gonna do very well,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's gonna be like a really good movie. But I think they're gonna do and like they're gonna try. They're gonna have really good ideas for it,
But you don't know if it'll be.
and
executed
I don't
well?
think I don't know if the execution's gonna be the best.
Yeah.
I'm so like mixed right now because like looking at the cast, they actually have a
It's
really good
stacked.
cast. Yeah, they
It's
have a
really good.
cast.
This has every signs to be like a really good.
Yeah. Oh,
The way I see it, like, I feel like a lot of people won't even have that video game stigma of it. Like, most people,
That's true.
maybe not most, but a lot of people won't even know
That's
that
true.
Assassin's Creed is a video game.
That's true.
Because that's like a typical movie name.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
That's a
Plus,
good point.
you said it's all I know is Fassbender, but I don't know who else is in it. But if you guys,
Baron Coulthard, and now there's what's her name from the
Chloe,
Fifth Wave?
Chloe Grace
Yeah.
Moretz, yeah.
Yeah.
I could
Jeremy
see it
Irons.
doing pretty well actually.
Yeah.
Like, I'll probably go see it.
We're gonna
I think
have
we're all
to.
gonna go see
I think
it.
we're gonna. Yeah, Taylor's gonna abduct us if we
Yeah.
don't see it.
They're just gonna get us all tickets.
Yeah, we're seeing it 2 times
Yeah,
tonight.
guys, I bought up the theater
Yeah.
For all 3 showings.
for myself.
Honestly, I know you're not that excited by it, but like, what do you think? Like,
I know you like Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see it now?
Yeah, actually, I said to Matt, he's like, "Oh, look, yeah, Chloe Moretz is in that Assassin's Creed movie," and I'm like, "Oh, I might actually see it now." So it was
Yeah.
our exact conversation.
Yeah.
So
That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. It to me, like Michael Fassbender is not make or break for me. I don't know anyone else in it. So
No, I'll-
Do we know if his name Iron Man?
Then
Robert
no,
Downey
it's
Jr.
still
Yeah.
just a rumor.
It's still a rumor?
I don't think he is.
For
Oh,
what?
okay.
He's in. There was a
In
rumor he's in
Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed?
Creed. They actually, when
Right.
we're recording this rap filming today, and they've never announced anything. They could be keeping it a secret, but I doubt it. I think if they got
I find
Downey,
that
they would
hard
have been
to
like,
believe.
"Look what we got!
Yeah,
we got
no
Robert
kidding.
Downey!"
Yeah.
Like, and then because that would bring in so much
Oh,
more
yeah.
people just to see Downey.
and see
When
that,
is the
and
release
that's
date
the
on that
thing, right? It's
I'll check.
December 21st, 2016.
Oh wow, okay,
Whoa, that's not
That's
a
a
good
long
month.
one.
that's not what I saw.
That's same month as
That's
Star Wars.
what I
Rogue One.
just saw like 30 seconds ago when I checked.
That's not
They
yeah.
should push that.
Initial
Forward.
release December 21st,
I
2016.
feel like that's a weird December.
Do you think that's like a placeholder since they just finished?
Could
filming?
be. They could. If I was them, I'd bump it to 2017. I don't think.
Yeah.
I feel like they're rushing it, and I feel like if you're gonna open in the same month as Star Wars, that might not be the best idea
Yeah.
because people are if they're gonna go see one action movie that holiday season, it's not gonna be Assassin's Creed.
I
it's
don't
gonna
know
be
for
Rogue One.
me. I
And the
don't
rumors
know.
Vader's in Rogue One too.
Okay, maybe I'll see Rogue One then. Never mind.
They said this week.
Got chills right there.
They
You
said this
that.
week they're working on. It's all rumors, but apparently they're working on getting the suit like exactly the way it was in the original trilogy. And James Earl Jones is in the studio recording his script dialogue right
Oh,
now.
okay.
Those are the rumors, and they said he'll play in key plots. So,
That's crazy.
and then the rumor is too. Matt Mickelson is apparently the scientist that makes the Death Star.
Oh,
so good.
man, I'm
That-
getting really
that's
hyped for
awesome.
this movie.
That's why you
That's
should be
so
seeing it, Matt
exciting.
Mickelson. Doesn't matter if he's Star Wars Rogue One, you know. Like, but I think if I'm gonna see any Star Wars movie, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
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 This is before we get back to predictions. Has anyone seen the list of the young Han Solos they're talking about?
James Franco.
No, Dave Franco.
Franco.
Is it Dave
Yeah,
Franco?
yeah.
I thought I heard originally James Franco was one of them too.
No,
They could bring him in later for
And,
a brother thing.
Yeah.
Carl from Walking Dead. was one of them.
He's out now.
Oh, he's out now?
It's down to
Carl,
8.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
is it?
okay.
Oh,
Who's the 8? Do you
Oh,
know?
half of the actors I don't even know
Miles
because they're just
Teller,
young.
right?
Miles Teller's in
Yeah.
Oh,
there.
yeah. Yeah, I saw Miles Teller.
Leonardo
I like
DiCaprio?
Miles Teller.
Leo.
I do like Miles
Leo.
Teller, too.
Yeah,
I
get
like
Leo.
Miles Teller.
I'd
That'd be
say
great.
I could see Miles Teller.
As it
Just
goes
to piss
on,
people off, bring in like some like
Tobey
a black
Maguire.
actor.
Oh, yeah.
Michael B. Jordan
Yeah.
as Han Solo. That's who truthfully should, because he has this very. I look at the list of actors and I truthfully don't almost want the movie. I'll see it, but I don't. It's because that whole thing we saw Harrison Ford at that age, so it's
Yeah.
hard when you're like. It's with the original trilogy, we didn't know what Darth Vader looked like. We didn't know what Obi-Wan. So you didn't have that in your mind. But with Ford, I feel like I'm always gonna be seeing his face
I agree with you.
and comparing them. Where before it's like.
Yeah.
You don't have that, so that's why I'll see it, of course. But I don't think that's my least excited like Star Wars
Yeah.
movie because, and I don't know, I have no interest. But apparently the rumors too, he's going to be in Rogue One. Whoever the actor
Oh,
is,
is he?
they're going to start him off in Rogue One, and then he'll spin off into his own movie.
Does
So
he have a major role or like
What?
tiny character?
I
Like,
think
you
it'll
see
be
him
more
for, like,
like
5
it'd be
seconds?
more like Marvel, like Avengers. Like, well, you don't even know because that's a bit, but like setting stuff up, like
Yeah.
oh, see him in his own movie,
Oh, okay.
like Han Solo next year.
so yeah, there's Dave Franco, Miles Teller, Ansel Elgort.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I don't know because they're all like young
Well, he's from
actors.
if you've seen Fault in Our Stars or
Oh, okay, yeah, I know
that
him.
that guy.
Oh, yeah.
him.
No,
Um,
the face doesn't look.
Logan Learman.
No, not at
He's-
all.
What was he?
Percy Jackson.
Percy-
They want
yeah,
him for
that's the
Spider-Man
one I
2.
know.
Nope,
No.
I don't want him anywhere near my franchises.
Emery Cohen starred in Brooklyn.
Oh, I gotta see that. He's supposed to be really good. But I don't want.
Jack Rayner. He's apparently playing Brother Wolf in the Jungle Book coming up, so I don't
Nice.
think that should.
He got it.
So Scott Eastwood, son
Oh,
of
it's
Clint
Clint
Eastwood.
Eastwood. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with it.
Blake Jenner apparently.
No.
Anyone who he's not bad. I don't know.
But is he related to the Jenner and Kardashian family?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, then
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm like, no, I don't want their
Yeah.
family near Star Wars, please, God, no.
He's
No.
not even an actor.
So I mean, like if you look between the two, there, it's
The guy that everyone,
yeah, it's not bad,
the
right?
guy that
Could
lots
be
of
worse.
people have been saying, and he's not on the list, unfortunately. He says he want to do it, but has anyone seen the preview of that Age of Adeline movie that came out last year? It's a movie where it's Blake Lively, and she's like immortal, and she like falls in love with a young guy but leaves him, and then later on the old guy's Harrison Ford, and like they meet again. You'll have to see a preview, but the guy that they got to play young Harrison Ford looks a lot like
Yeah.
him. That's who they want, like the fans, but that's not
Do you
happening.
remember the actor's name?
Why don't they
No.
talk? Why don't they get him?
What's the
Because
movie
they
called?
might have, you might audition and been terrible.
What if that's just like his thing as an actor? Is he plays young?
Young Indiana Jones,
Indiana, yeah.
anything,
Perfect.
What was the movie?
yeah. Age of Adeline, and then he's like the third whatever star in there. But yeah, I guess I'd rather them just go with an actor I've never seen before, to be honest, because I think that would help.
Yeah.
Because then it's like I'll think of Montel's from Fantastic Four and Whiplash. I'll think of who was the other one, Dave Franco. Well, I'll just think of Dave Franco. I won't see
Yeah.
Dave Franco and Han. Like, I
Dave
won't
Franco
act-
doesn't look the part.
I don't think I
Not
could
at
see
all.
that one. Though.
No.
I like Miles Teller. I'd be okay with it.
They should get Adam Driver. He's playing his son, right? So they should it'd be perfect. He has the same hair. He has his nose. Yeah, like look at him. That's why people want him. If
Yeah.
you shave that off of him, and he already played young Han Solo. He already played young Harrison Ford in the movie. So, but I don't know how when. At one point they said there's 2,500 people that auditioned for this. So,
I
Holy
think that's
shit.
34 right now too.
That-
That
oh,
guy-
and that's around the age he was. Yeah, like Logan Lerman is like what? Like he's like mid-20s, and
It said everyone in there was between. I think the youngest was 21 up to like.
21's way too young.
yeah.
I think that was Dave Franco was the 21-year-old, so
Yeah.
too young.
Well, I predict they'll cast somebody, and we probably won't like it.
Yeah.
That's what I'll predict.
I don't know. I don't mind any of those options. So.
Yeah.
But I'm not as diehard as you guys.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I think it's for me. It's just hard for anybody. I
Yeah,
guess
I
it's not.
agree
It's just
too.
because we've seen him that young.
Yeah.
We
Can't
know.
play
but-
as Harrison Ford, man. He's legendary.
I know.
So-
Just give him Fountain of Youth. I think I got one more like main movie one that's on my thing.
I got a couple movies after, but I'll do like a rapid fire.
Sure.
So you want
I
Rapid
to?
fire.
predict, even though much controversy, Batman vs Superman also will make money. Will have a 75% Rotten Tomato like score
Well,
when
that's
it's
pretty.
all said and done.
That's pretty exact.
That's I thought because I thought that's like what that's like a B, right?
But you already
So-
said that it's like from the people who've seen it, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, but
But not.
you can't. You
That
can't
good?
But not everyone that sees it is gonna
we don't
big
know
comic
that,
book
right?
fan.
Like,
No, I know, but
Man
I
of
mean,
Steel got really good reviews before it came out, and that's not the greatest movie. I know you haven't seen it, but like
I've seen Man of
I
Steel.
enjoyed it.
I like Man of
You
Steel.
like
I
it?
didn't like
I
it.
fell asleep
Yeah.
in the theaters
So
legitimately.
the one where
That's the one with Superman.
there's a bunch of
Most
Superman
recent one.
movies that came out in the last decade. though.
It's a guy
There's
that
only two.
decade.
Kirkland.
Well,
there's two.
There's only two. There's one in
That's a very-
2003 and one like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's the newest one where he's like destroys every building and like
Oh, okay.
that was the problem at the end. It just destroyed too much and then like he kills the bad guy. Which
It's the
is
same
annoying.
Superman though, right? From
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just the Batman change. But I think even though there's like that's just a few critics that have seen it. Still, like on the interwebs,
that's
people
fair.
are kind of shitting on that movie, saying it's going to be awful. Like that is the consensus on the interwebs right now. Twitter, like we're going to see it, but it's going to be bad. I don't think it's going to be as bad as people think. I think the trailer showed a bit much, but like I still think the movie could be good. So I'm saying 75%. And I thought I want to pick a number so we can keep checking it, and we'll see by next year when we do this cast. For sure, there'll be a score that like will stay.
Yeah.
Like the first week, it's going to go up and down a bunch, as it always
Yeah.
does. Like Star Wars was like 99, and now it's down to 93. So it's like not a big jump, but it always switches.
But
so.
it is a fair jump, though.
Oh,
It's
Fantastic
Yeah.
Four. Did it
65%.
go up from 4
I don't
or
know.
whatever it was?
Let me check.
4%.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
what
at
it
4
was.
at one point. At
Yeah.
one point, it was the lowest 4.
That's so funny.
Sinister was the lowest. I think it had 2.
Sinister
last
2
year.
or Sinister
Sinister
1?
2.
Goodness.
Sinister
Really?
1's
I heard
good.
it wasn't bad.
It's awful.
Is
I
it?
watched
You
it 2
did?
weeks ago.
Oh,
It's
okay.
awful.
It's bad.
It was worst hour and a half of my life, I think. It
What
was
made it bad?
awful. It was. Maybe it wasn't.
Even worse than Fantastic Four.
Yes, because at least the first half Fantastic Four, I was kind of like, okay, this is all right.
Yeah.
Sinister?
But how about when we watched Fantastic Four a second time and you knew that all of it was good?
Yeah.
Why would you watch that a second
Because I had
time?
to show Dylan. I had to show.
You
someone.
had to be there.
I had to show someone.
Yeah,
You
look
had
at
to
my
know the
thing.
struggle.
What were you looking at? All right, Fantastic Four to see what it was.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna throw off another prediction. Independence Day, the second one. Anyone
What
big
about
fan
it?
of the first
Yeah,
one?
what about it? This is
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
Right.
curious.
What about
I think you're the only fan here.
I'm not a fan
Yeah.
of it. I'm just
Okay.
curious.
I have no thoughts on it whatsoever.
Yeah,
I have no desire to see
I
it.
know it's
yeah,
a thing.
I'm with you. No desire to see. I was
Yeah.
just. I thought I mentioned
9%, by the way. Fantastic
Okay.
Four.
Oh,
Good for
wow.
them.
Almost double digits.
I just wanted to bring. I just want to bring up Independence Day.
I think I don't think it's
because it's a
very
second
well.
one, and I didn't mind the first one. I liked it.
I think it won't be good, and I don't think it will make that much money. I don't think it will
Yeah.
bomb, but I think it's just going to be like a ho hum.
It's gonna
Will
be one of
Smith
those things
isn't
where
in it.
people forget. About
Yeah,
it.
Will
Yeah.
Smith isn't in it. And it's
Yeah,
one of these
exactly.
years where, like, we talked about this last cast, but all the movies that are coming out this year, it's ridiculous the amount of good movies there are.
Mhm.
So I feel like Independence Day will fall to the wayside of,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
we already had a Star Wars. Well, at that point, there'll be, like, a Star Wars will be, like, Marvel, there'll be DC, there'll be, like, a Power Rangers movie. There's a new Jason Bourne movie coming out
Yeah, I
this
know.
year.
It's untitled, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a new
Yeah.
Jason Bourne?
Yeah, new Jason
I
Bourne movie.
haven't watched the last
Yeah,
one.
like she said, there is still Fantastic Beasts. Like I feel like there's still all these huge movies. I feel like Independence Day is just kind of.
Yeah. It's
Hey, you remember
yeah.
that movie from the '90s?
I thought I'd
you
bring it
know?
up.
No, I think that's
It's all
worth it.
good,
It's
yeah.
a big
All
movie,
good.
but I think it, and you already got that nostalgia this year's Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
if,
exactly.
If one's going to be a hit between Ghostbusters and Independence Day, it'll be Ghostbusters because they have current stars. Independence Day
Yeah.
has Jeff Golden. They have Liam Hemsworth. I don't count that. Like if it was Chris Hemsworth, they got it. But you don't place Will Smith with Liam Hemsworth. I'm sorry, I just don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna throw out some because
Rapid
we've
fire.
already been doing this. Yeah, so just like good or bad for your prediction of, or like a Rotten Tomatoes score, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
So X-Men Apocalypse.
Somewhere in the 70
82.
range.
I think
82.
less than the
Low
last one.
80s.
I think the with
Last one's
Days
high.
of Future Past. I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna beat that. That's
I'll
What
say
did
78.
Days of Future Past get?
1-3.
I'll check, but I
I'll
think
go
it's
74. Just to
oh,
be
we're doing
right
like exact. Ooh.
I'm saying 82.
I'll say
I'm
70
saying
to
82.
I'm gonna say 72.
82.
I'll say 70 to 85 range.
That's a really large range.
because I feel like it
All
could
right.
be really good. Poe's in it, you know.
Oh, really?
Poe?
Oh.
He's playing the villain.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Apocalypse.
Let's
Whoa.
go. Bump that up 80, 84
Yeah.
now. I'm
Anyway.
gonna bump that up to 84.
Finding Dory.
Oh yeah, right up there. I think it'll be up there.
All money
Yeah,
wise, yeah.
I can see it.
I don't know if it'll
High
pass
80s.
Nemo.
I'd say no less than 80. Like
High 80s, I think.
Yeah.
See, I don't know what Nemo was either, but I feel like it's not going to
I
beat
think
Nemo.
Nemo-
I just
Like
think because it's a
93.
Pixar movie, I think it's gonna do really well.
Yeah.
But Good Dancer came out this year and it
80s.
didn't do that well. Like,
Yeah, but this is.
I know, but
This is Finding
This
Dory, though.
is-
This is
Jesus
Finding
Christ.
Huh.
We're not just finding anyone, Travis. We're
X-Men Days of
finding
Future Past
Dory.
is 91. I love that movie, but I'm surprised it's that high. I
Really?
love Days of Future
That's
Past.
that high?
That's high.
Yeah, I watched
That's
it. I
an
enjoyed
eight.
it. but I didn't think
That's
it
a high
got.
end.
I didn't think like the general consensus.
I don't know. I think
Yeah.
you guys should watch it again because it deserves that.
It was
yeah.
the best movie that year for me. But like I cried.
What
so
year did it
much.
come out? 2013
Hey, check
13?
Finding Nemo while you're on.
It came out.
or somewhere?
No. What was
2014?
What was that? 2015? 2014. It came out the same year as.
What's the one after 20?
It came out after Cap and Guardians because that was the big thing of like,
Oh.
what is the best one? And like for me, it was X-Men. I love Guardians, but I
Mhm.
love X-Men. I'll find
Yeah.
Nemo.
Anyone got numbers for Finding Dory they want to throw out?
I'll throw.
Oh, 91.
91.
High 80s. High 80s.
89.
87.
Three.
minus
I'll
87.
just say in the 80s.
I'll say 80, 86.
Okay.
It's an A.
I don't think it's any better than Finding Nemo. Like, no way,
No.
but...
No way. No way.
Drum roll come for Finding
Oh.
Nemo. Yeah, no way. 99%.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, really?
Because I think it's
Oh.
that,
Nine.
Incredibles, and Toy Story that are all like
Oh.
98 and up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no.
I said 91. That is less.
I think it'll. Yeah. I think it'll get crap because I feel like it's gonna be very similar to the first one. It's just you're finding another fish, and I think some reviewers.
Yeah,
will
but
be
you know
like,
we've waited years.
Yeah, but
Like,
now
crazy person
we
with
have
braces.
we have Nemo.
Starla, that was her name.
I'm guessing
they're the
Starla.
same age though. Nemo. He's the exact same age as when we left off.
Yeah, they like,
Yeah,
get
but
back
now
and
Nemo
then
is going to be like in a majority.
you get to
of the
find out
movie and
about
not
Dory's
Dory.
past.
Yeah, but everyone loves Dory, so if Dory's gone,
You get to find out about Dory's past because she like remembers her family. So
yeah, I'll see it because it's.
I don't know too
Dory,
much about it, but
nothing's
I just,
selling it for me.
like,
but
blank.
I'll see
I'll
it
go
because
through
it's.
Gotta see it. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta see it.
live action Jungle Book.
Not this one will do good. Next year, the one will do good. There's
Is it-
two
There's
coming out.
two
Is
coming
it like
out
two
by
different
different people.
ones?
Yeah.
So this one's
Really?
the Disney one
Yeah.
then, the one that's coming out this year.
Meh, 60 to 70.
Oh, that low?
Yeah.
I've
Next year was one with Andy Serkis.
What are
coming
the
out.
main
No way,
differences?
that's
Are they
gonna-
both live action?
Yeah. Then they're both doing the whole like animals, the CGI. This is Disney one, directed by Jon Favreau, who did Iron Man, which is very good. But next year's directed by Andy Serkis, who's like Gollum and Caesar,
Ooh.
like, and Christian Bale's
See,
in
but
it.
you get people like, I didn't know there was two coming out. He didn't know there was two
Yeah.
coming out.
I know. That's why
So-
I think money-wise they'll probably do good. The next one won't because there's already Jungle Book and people will be like, meh. But I think, like, Rotten Tomatoes, like, the live-action ones have been hit or miss for Disney because Maleficent was apparently not that good. But then the last
I didn't mind
Cinderella, I haven't seen it, but everyone says Cinderella's amazing.
Maleficent was better than Cinderella.
Oh, not critically, though.
I know.
It's so high up
Isn't it
there.
on the Oscars? Cinderella? No.
No.
Yeah,
I-
it was
I-
best
Next
costume
year,
design.
but-
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but nothing like Best Actress.
I know, I saw it when I was reading the
Yeah, it was
list.
best costume.
But yeah, everyone loves that. I haven't seen it. I want to see it. It's like, it's hot.
Yeah, I got.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Alright.
Star Trek Beyond.
Uh,
I liked the first
I've-
one,
I've
and I like
I've
J.J.
enjoyed
Abrams.
he's not
Star
directing it,
Trek,
though.
though.
Yeah, he is.
I think it's gonna
He's
be
on it?
low 80s. Low 80s.
And I'm not gonna
It's a
lie,
guy- it's a guy-
Zachary Quinto, the guy in my own heart. I love Zachary.
I
Quinto.
love
He's
him.
awesome. I like him.
Simon Pegg's writing it, but it's a guy that directed Fast and Furious that's doing this, and you can tell by the trailer. I didn't like the trailer. I just thought it was a bunch of nothing.
Sabotage.
So you think it's
Do you
gonna
like
go
Beastie
downhill?
Boys?
That's the best. I don't think the trailer's good. The song's the best thing about it. 'Cause I can go listen to that on my own. I don't have to pay $15 for that song, and the song's not going to be playing over the whole
Yeah.
movie. It's like Star Trek and like
That'd be
Star
a pretty
Trek.
awful movie.
Yeah, so
I probably won't see it.
I think it might be. I'd say 60, 70. I don't know how it's gonna go. I legitimately probably won't see that one. I have no
I'll let-
interest
I'll
in
let
that.
you know.
Star Wars is back. That's my like space adventure. Like
Just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
do you know how the other ones ranked up there on the rankings?
I'll check.
For
I
Star
like
Trek?
having this guy. This
I don't
guy.
Who is this guy?
Yeah.
anyway?
We got
Should
a
hire him, man.
statistician.
Yeah,
over here.
hire me. Fuck you guys.
So, is anyone
Whoa.
besides me gonna see Divergent?
No.
I don't know what
haven't
that is.
seen- I haven't seen the early
If
ones.
you sell it to me, I'll go buy it.
You'll go buy it?
Oh, I'll go
The
see
ticket?
it.
Go buy
Oh
it.
my god.
I have no idea what it is.
That was
Okay.
Star Trek.
Star Trek, the first one's 95, and then Star Trek Into Darkness is 87, which I think is way too high for Into Darkness. I don't think it was that good. I didn't hate it like other people did, but 87 is really...
Yeah, I
Really
can see
high.
it.
I don't even
think
remember
it should
The
be
third
better.
one, I think, will be around like
Low
80.
80s.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
82, maybe.
I'll say 60, 70s again. I think I'll go 70 to 75. Actually, I don't think
I don't think
it'll
it'll
be
be 60.
Yeah, I thought about it. But I think 70.
Yeah, I think it'll be lower for sure.
Yeah.
75 sounds
No
probably.
JJ.
where it'll head.
You need JJ.
So no one's
Yep.
gonna see Divergent, so we'll leave that alone. Just not even. I'll throw it out there. Actually, I think it's gonna do better than like Mockingjay because they're not like splitting up the end. They're actually
That's good.
ending the series with one movie as it should be.
How's the second Mockingjay come out?
Yeah.
It's
See,
done.
That
no one
happened.
gave a shit, right?
Yeah. And it was the lowest
Jesus.
like box office one too, so everyone was
Okay,
kind of done.
well,
I think
I'd
that
get
Jennifer
some-
Lawrence train is
Kind
It's
of
left the
ending.
building,
yeah.
especially after the Globes. She got in a lot of trouble for kind of making fun of a
That
guy
guy,
who's not
yeah,
like
who didn't speak English very
yeah,
well.
and she's like teasing him. So it's like I think I'm off that train now too.
Okay, Kung Fu Panda 3.
I've not
Yeah.
seen any of the Kung Fu Pandas.
No.
I
Jack
Black.
different.
Yeah, I think the hype's gone for this one.
There's
except for him over here
I
with
haven't
Jack
seen them. I
Black.
just like Jack Black.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
And then last couple, Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass.
kind of like the first one. So.
I didn't see the first one.
You didn't see
I'm indifferent.
the real life? No. Okay.
I
Wow.
got nothing for you.
Here and there.
Oz was really
Okay. The Angry Birds movie.
I think
I
that's
don't
gonna be
see
a great
that at
film.
all.
No.
That's gonna be.
I think it's gonna get hype
There's
just
not
because
that.
of the kid hype.
Yeah.
Like money.
I
I think money. I don't think you're gonna see high on
I
Rotten
think money.
Tomatoes.
I think 60s.
I think 60s. I'll say it'll be a
I'll say
rotten.
50s.
I'll say it'll be a
I'll say-
rotten. It'll be
Rotten?
50 or under.
I'll say right in the middle.
Oh, I'm gonna say 12 to 27%.
Oh,
there has to be
okay.
one. The
Yeah.
Fantastic Four. We've seen it happen.
Okay. Yeah, and then I guess the last one that I'm probably the only one that's going to see, The Fifth Wave, because I'm in love with Chloe Grace Moretz.
I don't know what that is, but
Yeah, I don't either.
No?
Chloe's
Okay.
pretty hyped. So
There's some other movies coming out that I know you guys won't see, but I'm really excited. Like Hail Caesar. Like that's gonna be.
That
really
looks good.
Okay,
I don't even
that
know
does
what
look
that
good.
is.
It's a Coen Brothers movie. It's
I
gonna
actually
be
just
really
remembered
good.
it. It's probably gonna do awful, but I'm probably gonna love it. Pride and the Prejudice,
Zombies.
Zombies.
And zombies.
I want to see that
I'm,
actually.
I'm excited to that one. I don't think it's going to be do
No.
good at all on the ratings or whatever,
But
but
it'll be
I
exciting
think
to
I'm gonna
see
like it. Yeah.
how they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one called I think The Good Guys or something like that. It's
Oh, The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys, yeah, by Shane Black.
Yeah.
So badly want to see that. That's gonna be really
that
good.
looks pretty
So
good.
there's a couple like Oscar type movies that I'm interested for next year. So, but those will all for sure be like 90 or above.
Like 2017 or 2016?
What?
As in next year.
Next year, yeah, like
Like
already like you
2017?
should look out for this one. Yeah, so
Okay.
Yeah, well,
So-
that's more or less what I had for Rapid
Radar.
Fire if we want to go into
Nice.
games now.
Yeah, I think we go to games.
Kirkland, you
I'll
missed
dust- I'll
his like
dust
nice
off my,
motion there.
It's hard to get to my notes.
You
just
weren't-
bear
yeah,
with me.
we're quite ready.
Yeah, go first, please.
Well, let's start off with this. I think the NX will come out, or the Wii Q,
Yeah.
the Super
Super
Wii Cube 64.
64U, yeah.
Yeah, will come out this year.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna do like the dates because there's already rumors. So I'd be like, oh, you read rumors like it's supposed to come out like fallish. But I think I've said this before. I don't think it's gonna do well. I think it will. You guys seem to think, but I think it's in the midst of a console war, in the midst of VR coming out, which happens to be $600 to $800.
Not the
I mean,
99 we quoted at one
They
point.
took that out. They don't know that.
Okay.
The thing with Nintendo consoles, we still don't really have like any information on it,
Mhm.
so no one can really know for sure. I don't know even what the console is, but I think it'll do pretty well.
You think
I
successful
think
sales?
it depends on what games it releases with.
The opening
Well,
line.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing.
Mario.
Right now we have predictions off of
You know
nothing,
there's gonna be a
so-
They
Mario.
just came out with the Mario
No
games,
Mario.
right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but-
Mario Maker?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be a new Mario.
There's like
I'll buy it,
over
it doesn't
150
matter.
Mario games. So.
I just
Yeah.
think it'll sell similarly to the Wii U or less. The Wii U's lifetime sales is 10 million.
You're probably not wrong,
That's
but I'm gonna go
Xbox's
against
2
you on this
years.
one.
Yeah.
Like,
So you were supposed to go against him on everything.
I know exactly.
yeah, but I don't think it's gonna sell. Well, I think if this doesn't go well, Nintendo's in big trouble, and
Yeah.
either they gotta go to Sony or Xbox, or they gotta do what I want them to and go to Disney and just bring me Mario.
Well, they're
Disneyland, make
already
those
kind of
movies.
partnering with other people. I mean, they're getting Minecraft, or they got Minecraft, so obviously
Yeah.
they're making some moves to try and
Well,
further themselves.
they have a Mario Kart show going to be on one of Disney's channels, so that's cool too. So
Really?
Is it?
Yeah, yeah. It's like some like game. It's like kind of like a reality show.
But is it cool? I don't know. If that
It's cool because it's getting closer to Disney. Like I said, my biggest.
That actually sounds interesting.
My
I'd
biggest
probably
scoop-
watch that
my
if
biggest
I
scoop
had
of
nothing
all
else to
time.
The
watch.
thing that you don't remember is that Nintendo characters like don't talk very often,
That's very true.
and they don't have conversations.
But it's not. It's about the community and like people playing it and
I
whatnot.
could-
Like
oh
it's,
well, I
it's
care
not
less
the,
now.
it's not them playing like. But
I
like
don't
I
know.
said, I had a big scoop years ago about Disney buying Star Wars. This was my one that I want to come true of like Disney buying Nintendo. I feel like that, and especially if they do great, they're fine. But if this console does like Wii U numbers, they are in trouble.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see Nintendo go anywhere, and I almost don't want to see them go with Sony or Xbox, because I feel like you'll lose the magic. So I'd like Disney to be like, hey, we're going to give you this millions of money.
Disney knows what's up with me.
We own everything you have. Like, Mario's going to get killed by Darth Vader in the next movie. Like, that type of stuff. And then you can imagine Infinity, those amiibos. Then I'm going to be buying amiibos.
My amiibos can actually do something.
Yeah, if they're like, hey, boom, you can play with Diddy Kong and Spider-Man, I'm broke. Like,
I'm broke.
yeah, imagine that. Like, Disney characters, Marvel characters, Star Wars, and Nintendo. If I'm there, I'm out
Throw
there.
some
We know
Lanky Kong in there.
we know who Snoke is. That's
Lanky.
Mario.
I knew it all along.
So, that's my big prediction. That it's
Okay.
not going to sell that well. I
Alright.
want it to. I'll probably buy I'm going to buy one, likely, unless, like, the opening lineup's like, I don't know.
Wonderful.
Mario
100.
nuts.
Wonderful 100.
100.
Deep cut, deep pull from the early episodes, yeah.
Alrighty, I'll start off with No Man's Sky. I think it's gonna be an awesome game. I don't know. I don't know if any of you are
Oh,
interested
yeah.
in that
That game
game.
looks amazing.
Well, I haven't. I've
Have you seen
seen the
anything about
title, but I don't know anything about it at all.
It's just, yeah, I won't really go into it.
And
I heard that game is on Steam now.
No,
It's not out.
It's on.
I'm just gonna
not
look
like you
at it.
can't
Like
buy
a
it, but
pre-purchase.
you can search it in Steam like it's a game on
I
Steam.
mean,
So
you could play it.
I thought it was PS4 exclusive. I don't know about that anymore.
No,
Yeah.
it's PS4 and PC.
Yeah.
They've
No
said,
Man's
they've
Sky?
said that, yeah, just
Cool.
no Xbox
No Man's
One.
Sky.
I'm actually really hyped about that.
It's
'cause
just like
I saw the game and I was
open
like, okay, I'm going to
everything.
maybe buy a
Open
PS4 now.
universe almost.
Yeah.
And now I don't have to. Nice.
I think
Upcoming
it will-
adventure and survival video game
500
developed and
billion
published
years
by
to
the
finish.
indie studio Hello Games.
So try that.
June 2016.
I think it will not live up to expectations. I think it'll be good, but everyone's really pumped for this game. I think
Yeah.
when it comes out, people are going to be like, oh, that was good. Like, I feel like it's when those people are too excited for, and that you can't match
I could
that.
see it being an overhyped game for sure.
That news article right
Yeah,
there.
that's what he just read to me.
Yeah.
What is it?
Takes
Uh,
500 billion years to
Yeah,
finish.
sneak peek, No Man's Sky, the game
Yeah.
that takes 500 billion years to finish.
Because it's just so
Yeah.
open. Like, I don't know.
Which,
I always
it
like that.
sounds great, but it's one of those...
It sounds great.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Well, it
but-
looks great too.
Yeah.
No, from the gameplay.
2 out of 3. Now, is it great? That's the third one. We'll know in June.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. What else do you got over
Yeah, that game looks sweet.
Dishonored 2?
Doom, the new Doom game. I don't know if we have
There's a
any
new
fans here.
Doom coming out.
I like
I
the
don't
Bethesda
know
one,
if
yeah.
that's-
I won't buy it.
The last one was so bad.
I'm so gonna buy it. Which one? Doom 3? Because I love that game.
Whatever
that was,
one that I bought on console, that was
It was
really
probably
bad.
Doom 3. And Doom 3 was not bad.
It's his Assassin's Creed, apparently. No.
no.
Getting
not
pretty
really.
defensive here. That's
Yeah,
all
you-
I'm saying.
I sound like Taylor when we both
I
about
just,
Unity.
I just don't know how that would be bad, but I don't know. I guess everyone has their opinions. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking of something different, and I don't remember it being bad.
Or if they're like, we
I don't
replace
wanna
the
be-
monsters with chickens. That
Yeah.
would be bad.
I mean, like, I don't know.
That can be entertaining.
That's true.
But I don't know. This is the series that I've literally been playing like since the original, like
Yeah.
like the Wolfenstein style. Like that was awesome. Like,
yeah.
And Doom 3, that was one of the scariest games I ever played back in the day when I was.
I
like,
might, you know, I've
OB
never
type.
played one of them before, but just because Bethesda hype and like from watching it at E3, it actually does look like a really
Yeah.
good game. So I might actually check it out.
Yeah, I think it'll do not amazing. Like
Yeah.
like money.
I
Yeah,
feel like it's
for
never
your-
been like a hugely popular
Yeah,
no.
series.
Ever since the
anyway.
first one, I feel like the first one was the most popular.
Yeah, that sounds about right actually.
It'll get money from like the fan base. Like,
Yeah.
they'll pay for
There's
it.
definitely
they'll
a
like it.
cult
Yeah.
following, but I don't think it'll be like.
But
the
well, I don't know. I
biggest.
think like because I always have heard of Doom, but I never actually knew much about it
Mhm.
until that like Bethesda actually had like their E3 conference, right? So I feel like a lot of people actually know about the series now or are interested in more.
That's a good point.
At least that's from my perspective. So I don't know.
Yep.
We'll see.
Next one, I'll just go down Uncharted 4.
Mhm.
I think it'll be amazing. I haven't played the third one.
I'm
It has to
indifferent.
be.
Yeah, it's
Looks
Drake's
good.
in, right?
Yeah.
But
Looks like a good game.
yeah, I don't really want to go too into it. I think it'll be obviously it's a PlayStation exclusive, so it won't be like the biggest selling thing in the world like Call of Duty or something. But I think it'll do well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
It'll do well. I think both. I guess it'll be the question of if it's as good as the other ones critically, because
Yeah.
I've had a couple people like leave the game and then
Oh, yeah?
new people. So
Oh, okay.
it's not the whole original team. So
Hmm.
we'll see. But
Yeah. All right, moving on. Far Cry Primal.
Nah.
Yeah, no, I don't think
It's like
very
Skyrim without guns.
It is. I like that.
well.
Props
Skyrim
to you.
doesn't have guns.
He doesn't.
You
he
were- I don't
doesn't-
think you were on the
Yeah, he
cast for
wasn't
that.
here.
I wasn't.
When Far Cry 3 came out, it was revered as Skyrim with guns.
Yeah.
And so, by
That's Fallout.
Far Cry.
exactly,
Yeah.
that's the joke. So by saying primal and they're going back to the spears, it's like Skyrim without guns.
I've
There
played
we go.
like a couple Far Cry games, and they were just like very
Okay.
meh.
Yeah,
People
I
love
played
them.
were incredibly
I
mad.
played Far Cry 3. I loved it, but I don't think I'd play another Far Cry game.
Yeah, I
I think I'm just kind of done with.
played 1, 2, 3,
I feel like
4.
they like.
I don't think I've ever beaten one.
Are you getting Primal
To be
then?
honest, not at release. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it'll be one of those. Like, I don't know. I just think it's a really cool like idea.
Yeah.
that's
Like
fair.
taking that Far Cry universe and putting it like literally like before like caveman area
Yeah.
or era.
Yeah, it could be
And,
cool for sure.
Like I don't know. Like I think the Far Cry games like they did sell pretty well.
Oh,
in my
they're
opinion.
a big franchise.
Yeah, so I don't think it'll be as big as like the last couple, like 3 or 4,
Yeah.
just because it's so different.
Yeah.
And it won't appeal to those first-person shooter people.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for this game. I don't think I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited to see how it like turns out.
Yeah. It's like
But-
the Hitman thing. You're not
Yeah,
gonna play it, but
yeah,
you want to see
yeah.
how it
I
goes.
will play this one though
Yeah.
for sure.
Can I throw one out there?
Yeah.
Mass Effect.
Oh,
Already
There's
a
another
drawing
Mass
is coming
Effect.
out.
I forgot
New
that.
Mass Effect.
Really excited for
I
that.
thought it was done.
No.
Yeah, me
It
too.
was.
New
And
one.
It's back.
Yeah.
They
Is
never
this
really
continue with
quite
the
did it.
story, or is it just like a
No, there's no
thing on its
Shepard.
side? Or
Yeah, no Shepard in it, to my knowledge.
that's lame.
Man,
Never
Really?
really-
Or
Mass
maybe
Effect.
it's not.
I was
don't
never
know.
really a Mass Effect person.
Yeah, I never. Played
I
those.
didn't play 3. I played 1 and 2 because I just happened to board them. They're really good games. I'll probably buy it if there's nothing good also. But like, I mean, I want to play it, but I'm not like hype.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's like,
It's not so.
yeah, it's not so. It's like so
And
good.
there's like, yeah, like
That's
3 O's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really say much about. Oh, it takes place long after events of the first 3 in the Andromeda Galaxy. Is what you
Okay,
get.
don't expect Shepard.
Yeah, so there's no Shepard.
Long
Or
Long
maybe
time ago in a
maybe
galaxy.
Shepard will be in it, but he won't be Shepard. He'll be a scientist that
Shepard's
helps
ghost?
you. You got it.
I got it.
Perfect.
Are you making a Fall reference?
No, we've talked. It's on this cast.
Oh,
Bill Murray.
what about?
Scientist, Ghostbusters.
What?
Ghostbusters,
Okay.
he comes back, but as a scientist. Even I got him.
I didn't. So.
You didn't either.
Shoutouts to me. So I never
You-
get any
you-
of the jokes.
You were silent about it, where Travis just like
That's
kind of
my
that blank
strategy.
look.
I skip ahead of you, but I just want to throw out the Division. I think it'll be similar to Destiny. Honestly, I think there's so much hype for it,
I haven't
but
even heard of
it'll
it.
only last for so long.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh wait,
And,
is that the
the Tom
DSX?
what's that?
What?
No.
Okay,
Oh
no.
no, we're talking the Division.
Oh, the
So
Vision.
the Tom
Oh,
Clancy one.
I'm thinking of
Tom Clancy.
Mankind
That is a new
Divided.
one, though. It's coming
Multiplayer, maybe
Yeah,
RPG, but they
like-
haven't been talking about that.
I don't know, like they have been working on it. Like they did postpone it like 3 times. I'm pretty sure already. So
The last one?
I do have like I literally have high expectations for this game. Like when I buy it and I'm not blown away, I will be very disappointed just because there's been so much hype. But I think it'll be like a huge seller. Like I think
Yeah.
it'll make so
Yeah,
much
I
money.
think.
Yeah, and like I said, like I think it'll be similar to Destiny because Destiny was like that. Like everyone bought it. It's just
Mhm.
after a while, everyone's like, no, I'm done with that game.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be similar to that. I'm definitely gonna get it. So
Destiny
you'll
had
hear my
the
opinion.
Destiny had the Bethesda or not
The
Bethesda,
Bungie hype.
Bungie, yeah.
What? Who makes the Division?
I don't know.
Is it
It's
someone
Tom
else?
Clancy.
Ubisoft.
It's too.
Yeah,
Oh
Tom
yeah,
Clancy.
yeah.
Oh,
Ubisoft.
okay.
So
Well,
that's
that's good.
something.
I can see it
that's
doing
not-
really well,
Do you
but
like
yeah.
Ubisoft?
I do, but I don't look at them and be like, man, this game, Ubisoft. Like if they're
Yeah.
if they're like, you want a Ubisoft game, I'll be like, you got anything else? Like, I would take it, but like, it's not like a Bethesda or like a Rockstar or like I'm not a big Halo fan, but like if a Bungie did throw it out there, but even with Destiny, I guess I kind of fumble with that. Like it's not one of the. To me, it's like the B level of things. They're still trying. Like Assassin's Creed took a while to get going. Watch Dogs was nothing special. Like it was fun. Like I don't think other than Assassin's Creed, I think they're good. They are good games, but they're not like you don't see them Game of the Years, right? Like they don't make those
Because
games.
they appeal to a different audience.
Yeah, and
Or
that's what I
genre.
mean. Where like
Yeah.
that's where like you want this Ubisoft game. Like no, I feel like they're like almost the Transformers of the gaming industry. Like they make huge big games, but it's like you have to like that. And if you
Yeah.
don't like robots fighting each other, you won't like that movie. And if you don't like assassin after assassin, you're not gonna like their games or
Yeah.
like Watch Dogs. So I'm definitely same thing. I'm interested in Division. I almost pre-ordered it because I am like kind of hyped about it. I'm just more intrigued, but because it got delayed so many times, that I don't say is a bad thing because they're delaying it to make it better.
Yeah.
But it's just the hype has gone down for me, so I haven't pre-ordered it, and it's definitely because with Destiny, same thing like you said. I bought it. I was really into that first 2 weeks, and then
Yeah.
after I'm like.
So
no,
repetitive.
not for me. Yeah, so repetitive. Same thing over. So I think Division I will buy, if people give me good, like, oh, you should buy this. I'll wait for a month, and if everyone's still playing it, then I'm like, oh, I'll get it. Because I don't know how much of a story there is.
Yeah,
it's
no,
one of those,
'cause-
like, new No Man's Sky where it sounds like a great idea,
Yeah.
but can they pull it off, you know?
Like, with everything I've seen from Division, there's no reason for me to say that I'm like, oh, I'm not going to get that. Because, like, everything
Yeah.
I've seen, I'm like, oh, this looks so good. But the thing with it being so online heavy, I feel like there's only so much they can do.
Yeah.
So it will be, like, a lot of the same thing, like Destiny kind of was. I'm not saying it'll be, like... Because Destiny is definitely, like a MMORPG, basically.
Yeah.
So, like, you just do raids, and it's the same thing, just to get better gear. Like, I don't think it'll be like that, but, like, it can't be the biggest world, and, like, it can't be a huge open
Can't be
world.
what they're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently, it's like just New York, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. And I am excited to see what they do with it,
New
but
York's pretty big.
It is.
but I think it'll be a hit.
It'll
but-
sell.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I'm surprised I
moving
haven't
on.
heard of it, actually.
You haven't heard of it?
I probably heard of it. I didn't remember that.
It was big
Didn't-
at
didn't
E3.
leave an
I
impression.
first saw
Didn't
it
leave an
at E3.
impression.
On the
I
dock.
was
Sorry.
really when I first heard about it, I was really stoked.
That is
on
my
it,
initial
but
reaction.
it's kind of
VR.
died down for me. Like I'm
Yeah.
probably not going to buy it, but I'm definitely interested to see where it goes.
Yeah, I'll stream it.
Nice.
But all right, moving on. The Last Guardian. Anyone familiar with that series?
Oh,
it's the
right.
third game.
With the
That
giant,
will not live
giant
up to
weird goat
expectations
eagle
at
thing.
all.
Yeah.
Game
What's that?
6 years in the making, supposed to be out
Oh,
PS3.
that one.
Yeah.
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 I
I'm
saw-
not buying it. I'm not. So many people in the game community are hyped and cannot wait for that game. I don't know why. It's just a boy with a like that, the big
Yeah, the
bird.
Guardian.
Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
when I was
the
watching
Guardian.
where was that, E3 or something?
Yeah.
I was kind of like, okay.
And there's so much hype for this
And they
game.
showed that, like, they showed the trailer for like ever. It's like, come on.
It's because it's the same people behind like Shadow and Colossus and like things like that.
Yeah.
Like it's good people, but for me, there's nothing.
Actually, yeah, that kind of changes it because apparently Shadow of Colossus is like an amazing game.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's
This is the third in the
similar.
series.
Yeah, but I'm just like, there's just nothing. It's another game. Maybe I'll wait and see. But it's been so long and highly anticipated. It's not going to meet everyone's expectations.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not getting it.
It's probably not something I'm going to
Yeah.
get.
I'm not. I was just wondering if
Yeah.
you guys had any opinions on
I'll,
it.
I'll
know
probably get it looking at it right now.
I know it does have I know it does have a pretty good following though.
Yeah,
Like,
people are hyped for
Yeah,
It's looks like it's a Japanese-based company, and a lot of stuff that gets pumped out of Japan is pretty good. Besides Wii U,
If they said it was a never-ending story game, I'd be all over that.
see, I wouldn't be all over that.
Mirror's Edge, Catalyst.
Nope,
Really,
nope.
really? Did
I'm
anyone?
down.
That's the
I'm
second
down.
one, right?
That's the second one.
Pretty much?
Oh, I love Mirror's
that
Edge.
pretty much
Mirror's Edge is an
Mirror's Edge
amazing
too?
game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
I said that
I'm
'cause
gonna
we're-
get it.
Yeah, yeah.
You
played the first
I
one.
played the
right?
first one. I
You
loved
didn't play
it.
the first
I
one.
didn't play
You
the
didn't play the first one.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
Yeah. So
I love Mirror's
okay.
Edge.
I didn't.
So if you've played it, you're buying it. If you haven't played
Yeah,
it, you're not
it's-
buying
Yeah, I
it.
feel like people
Yeah,
who play
yeah.
the first game are gonna be like the only people buying it.
Mirror's Edge, when it first came out,
You can probably find it for like $5. You should go
Yeah,
buy
exactly.
it.
I own
$2
it.
I got it on
Steam.
sale.
Matt had
for
it when we got
$5.
together.
Yeah, exactly.
so-
Same. And then I
It's just
played it in like 2
haven't put the
days.
effort
Yeah,
to put
I
it
know,
into
I
the
was-
It's
console.
not a long game, but it's
No.
really.
You haven't
I
played
re-
it?
I re-
Oh.
it is really enjoyable. When it first came out, I like saw it. I'm like, that is such a cool idea because at the time there was nothing like that. There was no free roaming or anything like that. Like the only first person thing you saw was first person shooters. And then I didn't end up playing it. Like I just said, like till I got it on Steam for $5 or whatever. I'm like, I can't believe I didn't play this. Like it seems so ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Like the art style was so unique. I loved it.
Mhm.
I just fell in love with the story. I don't know. It was so different, and I just loved it. I loved how you didn't rely on guns.
Yeah,
It was just all
It was
about
a
like
great
your
time.
agility, and I love that. So obviously, if you love the first one, you'll love the second one. I feel because
Yeah.
it is really similar.
Does that have a
I would
confirmed
hope.
date?
The only thing I would hope is that it's a bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mirror's Edge was kind of a short game.
And I
Yeah.
feel like the additional kind of side things that Mirror's Edge had wasn't enough.
yeah,
You know,
like the time
It's
trials.
really just time trials.
I did a couple of them. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this one, you definitely you will learn more about Fate.
Faith.
Yeah, Fate. Sorry.
Faith, yeah.
I almost said Page. November 11th.
November
oh, no,
11th?
I'm looking at the first one. I'm like, November 11th, 2008.
It's coming out soon.
Oh.
It's like May or something.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
exciting.
Nice.
Yeah, that's another one I'd like to get. Not right away, probably, but like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah,
sale
same.
goes on when it's like
Yeah.
50% off
Yeah.
or something.
Good game.
I take it no one here is gonna do the new Final Fantasy. What is it, 15?
I will.
I don't have a
Yeah,
PlayStation.
there's a lot of
I
hype,
never played
and
those games.
I played
Yeah,
them a
same.
lot more when I was younger. I haven't played many of the newer ones. Like,
It
since-
looks really beautiful.
Yeah, so I'm down. I hopefully that and Kingdom Hearts, but I doubt we'll get Kingdom Hearts.
Is that the?
Kingdom Hearts isn't on the list.
I'm so confused with the
Yeah.
Final Fantasy games because there's some that are like MMOs. And
Yeah.
then, is this the one that is? It's not like that. It's like you follow.
Usually, if it's an MMO, it has a different title. So,
Oh,
like,
does it?
Final Fantasy X wasn't, Final Fantasy 12 and 13 weren't, but then you get, like, the Lost Chapters or whatever, and that one would be an MMO kind of thing. So,
Oh.
usually, if it had, like, a number, you're getting a console game, or if it has a different title, you're getting an MMO.
And this
Okay.
one's not turn-based either.
Is it, like,
Isn't it
that
like a
12,
story?
where you run around the person
I
and
didn't play
attack?
12. See,
You're not missing out on much, let me tell you.
I just know it's not turn-based, I'm pretty sure.
Is
From what I
I
know.
thought it was like you're over the shoulder almost, and it's like an action game almost.
Yeah, it's well.
Wait?
It's third
I've never
person.
played Final Fantasy, so you gotta.
Yeah, it's
you
third
gotta,
person.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
So
saw a trailer for it a couple years ago, and I was pretty
yeah,
impressed.
it's like
Yeah, I thought it looked amazing.
Oh,
like
yeah.
over the.
I thought that was
watching.
the first person. I'm like, it's first person?
Yeah, no, but from what I've seen, I thought it looked crazy,
Like-
like really good.
I want to play
They're
it.
always beautiful games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, look at this beautiful screenshot.
The Last Guardian is
Okay.
beautiful. Thought I'd throw that out there.
Oh, I'll make a quick prediction.
Yep.
Whoop.
They'll announce.
For which game?
I don't know if I want to.
What are you making a prediction?
I'll be
Just do
ballsy.
it. Just
I'll be
do it.
ballsy. They'll announce Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
so.
wow,
I
okay.
think so. We've not heard enough. GTA's starting to finally
How
settle
long
down.
ago did it?
It's like
Did Red
Oh,
Dead
yeah, I
2000.
feel-
Yeah, hey, that's. I feel exactly. That's
Okay,
the
I
time.
could.
So I feel like it's time. I feel like the community wants
Ooh.
it. I feel like
GTA 5's been a couple of years, I want to say now.
Yeah.
3?
I feel like a next
I feel like
gen
it's been 3
like
years.
Wild West game. Oh,
I want to
Yeah,
say
no,
2.
Red Dead. Oh,
I think it's coming
Maybe.
on.
I want to
3.
say like
I think it's
November, like,
2
2
with
years
the
ago.
this gen and then 3 with Xbox and whatever. Because it should be. I was still working at Best Buy when that came out, so it's been a good minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
Yeah,
3
yeah,
years.
yeah.
So, but I just think they're gonna announce something, and I feel like that would be it. People have been clamoring for that game. I don't see them doing anything else. I don't see them doing a new IP right now. So, and I, like you said, I'd be down so much for Red Dead.
oh,
So,
I would. Yeah,
that'll-
and
that'll be
everyone
my-
would be like
that's probably
that
my-
was a huge game.
yeah, it's probably like my riskiest like prediction as far as like probably won't come true, but like you never know.
Yeah.
I'd
And
be
Diddy
hyped.
Kong Racing too, for sure.
Oh, classic every year, yeah.
GTA pretty cool.
Any predictions for Zelda?
Are you talking about the Legend of Zelda, like just the game, or like the new Hyrule?
Are we
Warriors
predicting
game?
whether or not it's going to come out or not? Or?
I think it will come out on Wii U, but also the NX. I don't think it's gonna just be
Ooh.
Wii U. I think
I
Bold,
have to agree
bold
with that.
statement.
Yeah.
Is it? I feel like that's probably what they're
they did it with
Yeah, I-
Twilight Princess, right?
Yeah, I
so
like it.
I feel like they'll do that because they'll piss off people with Wii U. Because like we didn't get one original Zelda game, so here it is. It's the NX's. And yeah, so
It's a
that-
dumbed down version of the NX.
Yeah, pretty much. So I think that'll happen, and I hope it's good.
No predictions on if it will be good or not, though.
All I've seen him is him like riding a horse on a bridge, so it's kind of tough.
Yeah, but that's like all we've seen for some of the other things we've.
Oh,
Like you said, all you've seen of the Guardian
It's
is
not
the
Nintendo,
boy with the
but
Guardian.
I'm not excited for that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you didn't make a prediction about it.
Ooh.
I
Should
say.
we start a geek standoff right now? Or?
Yeah, debate
They
right
don't
now.
know what that is yet. They don't know what that is yet.
Yeah, they will.
They will. Give it 2 more weeks.
I don't even know what that is, and I'm on the podcast, guys. Don't worry about
you were
it.
there for the standoff. You recorded it. That's the debate show.
Oh, is it good? Did we call it standoff?
Yeah, we
So we're
announced
eating
it at the
sushi.
beginning.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember that. I was more concerned about watching you guys eat your sushi.
It's pretty good sushi.
I just didn't know you were calling it the standoff. Yes.
You gotta hang out in the group chat sometimes.
Oh, I'm sorry that I go to school full time.
Well, okay, to be fair, that was before you started school. So.
I
It's true.
I legitimately don't know. I will play it likely, but I'd say maybe it has a bigger chance of being bad with Nintendo's track record lately. Between like, here's your Metroid game, here's your Star
Yeah,
Fox
see, I'm
game.
gonna say
From
it's
what I've
good
seen, it
just
didn't,
because
yeah.
all those were bad.
I hope.
Sorry.
I hope so.
I'm sorry.
What?
I interrupted you and you looked really sad.
Did I?
Go ahead now.
I've never really been huge into Legend of Zelda, so I don't really.
You
First
got a
mistake.
Zelda poster right there. And he's over there,
taking
too.
a
Smash.
I'm taking that with me.
That's
when
a
I
Smash
go.
Smash
poster.
poster.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
ripping Zelda right
like,
off.
I'm pretty sure you got an amiibo
No,
up there.
I
right?
It's like you having an Avengers
That's a
poster and
Smash
someone being,
game.
you're a big Captain America fan.
I really like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of
Majora's
Time.
Mask.
Minish Cap is an amazing game.
See,
But
so
I just
you
haven't
are a
played all
fan.
of
So
them.
you're a fan of Zelda, right there.
But
It's Majora's Mask.
but
The hype is real.
I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I just
That might be the only one games
You're
you
a
can get on the
participant.
NX.
you could say I'm a fan.
You're more
not
like.
of like any of the recent ones though. That's why I say I'm not a fan.
So you're like a hand fan,
because
not
I
like a
didn't
desk
I
fan.
didn't like Twilight Princess. I was playing what? I don't even know where this is going. Next
Didn't
game.
like Twilight Princess?
What?
Dylan, next game.
Huh? Sorry,
Moving
what?
You
on.
didn't like Twilight Princess?
Is that the one on the Wii? I think that's the one on the Wii, right?
Wind Waker's badass.
When
What's
did I
the
go
one
with
with
you?
Wii?
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
that one is, I didn't like that one.
Sure.
Yeah,
GameCube
Twilight
exclusive.
Princess was GameCube and Wii.
Is that the one with the wolf?
Wind Yes.
Waker
Yeah.
game?
I didn't like that one.
Exclusive?
Yeah.
What?
Not
You're not
anymore,
gonna
it's
get the
only-
wolf
Well, not anymore,
amiibo?
but I have the case, and it says
Oh
only
my
for
God.
GameCube.
I stopped buying it.
Oh
though.
my
It's not worth
God.
it anymore. I
Yeah,
gave up.
good call.
I
Good
gave
call.
up.
Alright, I'll throw one more game out. I don't. You probably none of you have heard it. Maybe you guys. Overwatch.
Mm.
You have heard of it?
Blizzard? Overwatch? Yeah.
It's like a MOBA, but it's first person.
I've
Yeah.
heard an insane
Really?
amount of hype for it. For
Yeah.
sure.
Is
First
it like a
person
MOBA?
MOBA?
I thought it was just a shooter.
It's like MOBA style, but they can't call it MOBA because it's a first person shooter, so it's a shooter. It's
Like the
Oh,
objective-based sort of thing is MOBA style? Or...
it's like how like you have teams of 5,
And
so
then
it's
each
like
person chooses, like, their
and then
character.
there's like a support character, and then there's
Yeah.
like your ADC. I don't
But
think
it's
they're
not
gonna
like
call it
MOBA objective thing where it's like destroy the base.
that. I didn't get the beta, unfortunately. I tried really hard to get it, but I didn't. So I don't know too much about the game, although I know it's just a 5v5 team strategy game, but it's a shooter. So
I wouldn't doubt it if they were like, yo, let's get
like
in
there's
that MOBA
minions
hype.
though. Like your minions will go, and it
From-
is
There are
objective
minions?
based. Yeah.
Oh.
So I am.
No, like a
I
MOBA style, like
from what
League of
I've seen,
Legends.
I thought it was
I'll buy
just
it
a
now.
shooter, like just a 5v5
Oh,
shooter.
yeah,
like
no.
Halo style.
It's there are minions.
Crossover
I
and
remember
stuff.
seeing
Okay,
it because
that's
I was
cool.
watching
That's
someone
cool.
stream it, and it was I'm so obsessed with like my current MOBA right now that I think it'll take too much out of me to go into this, especially since this is like
I
you
don't
have to pay
think
for
it's
it.
going to be that big of a MOBA.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be more based around the
You gotta
shooter
get
than the
Yeah.
MOBA.
I have a
Or-
Captain Timo hat. Just throw that out there.
Right on.
On life.
I predict Kirkland will say Overwatch is the best game he's ever played when he plays.
Oh.
I never said I was getting it though.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
When you-
yeah, come on,
when you
though.
play-
Come
I didn't
on
say you're in
now.
Fallout
I
either.
feel
That was your
like
game of the
Oh.
year.
if I wanted to get this game, I would have to play on the computer, and I don't have a good enough computer. I
Yeah.
feel to run it.
Well,
so-
if you play it, you'll say it's
It is
one
coming
of
on
the
the
greatest
console,
games you've
though.
ever
Yeah.
played.
Depending on
don't know
what
that
its
stuff.
release price is, I might get it. It looks really fun.
it's coming out at
Um,
$60.
So is it
right
online
now.
only then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a... Yeah. I think
Episodically.
maybe
But
when it
that's
goes
what you
down to
want
like
for a
$40
MOBA.
It's
or
true.
less, I'll
Yeah.
get it.
Episodically?
But if it's still like good, like if the
Yeah.
hype dies down
You
by
play
then,
5 hours
then
a
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like it was the #1 streamed game when it was on the beta, so there is a lot of hype
It's got
out
an
there.
insane
And
is it
hype.
for
Yeah.
sale right now?
I
For
forget when it's coming out. I think
What's it called again?
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
It's by Blizzard. Blizzard makes good games. so-
Blizz.
I can see from what I've seen from it, it looks pretty cool. So
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
definitely
like it'd be
unique.
good to play.
It's definitely. I
It looks like a game
that.
that it's like one of those shooters like Halo, where like it would be ridiculously fun to like get together with like 3 or 4
Yeah.
friends
Oh,
and
I
just
know.
all play together.
Yeah.
So
I just thought it was a cool like. it was the
Unveiled
first
at
time.
BlizzCon 2014. So this
Yeah.
has been going on for like a while. Release date is Q1 or Q2 of 2016.
Yeah.
okay,
The beta was out like not too long ago, so yeah.
I remember I signed up for it, but
Yeah.
didn't
Same.
really do anything else.
I was waiting.
Alright,
for
what
it.
other games we got?
That's it.
Yeah.
That
Did
was
you
just
have stuff?
I've
No,
got,
mine is just the NX. I'm excited for some games, but there's nothing I'm pumped for. Like, I want to see
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
Telltale's Batman does. Like, I'm going to play that, but there's nothing... I'm very excited to see what the NX is. Like, and I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of games could get me pumped, like, if they're like, Luigi's Mansion 2, boom, like...
Yeah.
But I feel like the stuff I really want isn't going to happen.
Right.
But there's
Okay.
nothing right now I'm like last year with Metal Gear, I'm like, Metal Gear's coming out. or
Metal
like,
Gear
and
Online.
Batman.
That's coming out this year.
I feel like last year was like so many powerhouse games.
Yeah, where this year there's a lot of games that I feel like everyone else is
I think
really
this year's
excited for.
movies.
Witcher
Yeah.
3 DLC is coming out. I don't know if anyone. I know you don't.
I
play
want
the
to
game 'cause
buy
you're
it
waiting
on
for me to
box.
get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Started it. Yeah.
But one more game. I wasn't gonna mention it because it's not a big game. It's just Outlast 2. I'm super hyped on it. I love that game. It's horse survival.
Did we talk about Dishonored? Dishonored 2 is
I
gonna
tried
my
to
God.
bring it up.
Yeah, I was
but-
about to.
I
well did it
I
do?
predict. I'm gonna say that's the best game I've ever played in my entire life.
How well did Dishonored 1 do? 'Cause I feel like it's got
It
like
has
that
a
good
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
edition.
yeah, good
I feel like
point.
it's
That's all
got
that matters.
that
I think it
cult
did pretty well.
following, but it's not like a big, like really big audience capture.
It has
I feel like
a
it
good
did,
edition.
but
I feel like,
I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like I
I
might be
think-
biased because I think it's. An
I think
amazing game,
Dishonored
but-
2 is gonna be a phenomenal game. I don't think it's gonna do.
I think you guys are
As-
forgetting the real powerhouse coming up here. Plants vs. Zombies 2.
They already had
A new
Plants
app?
vs. Zombie 2.
New app? Or like
No,
on
like
console?
they're actually doing
Like,
another console
the-
one amazingly
I'm just waiting
now.
for the movie. Plants vs. Zombies.
Oh, that
movie.
game
Angry
is
Birds
sick.
movie, right?
Yeah,
You're
you
joking?
actually liked
Plants vs.
it?
Zombies
coming.
is a great tower defense game.
I had so much fun playing on the bus going to school. Oh man.
I was super mad because I thought there would be some form of like versus co-op on it, and there wasn't. It was all online only, and it was just upsetting. That was my.
Sounds like a Jessica problem.
It was a Jessica problem. It's similar to my Halo problem.
Yeah.
The struggle is real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like pure online. Couch co-op is the way to go, and it's unfortunate that the gaming industry is going the other direction.
Except for Wii U.
Yeah.
Dust off those
And
old
that's
NES.
no more.
Just grab a GameCube, play some Melee.
Play some Melee. What a great game. Remember to check out Genesis 3. Even if you're watching
Exactly.
this when it's
And,
past, go
and
back
you're
and
gonna
watch
post
it.
that where, Dylan? Because you can bring us up.
Oh,
Because you
hashtag
brought it up.
transitions.
Find us
Well,
on Facebook at the GeekVerse Podcast.
I feel like
There's no reason to make it any longer than that. That's how
I
you
had
find us.
games that I wanted to shout out for
Which
the prediction
ones?
things. Well, Tomb Raider, I guess we already talked about it.
We
but-
already
I
did.
guess that's
yeah,
Next game.
Dishonored 2,
Yeah.
Dark Souls 3. That one I think is going to be amazing. I don't think it's going to be as good as the first Dark Souls.
You haven't even played the second
I think in order,
I haven't played the second one, but
I haven't
I
played
think
the
it's going to be
second
better than the second one,
You
but
haven't
not as good
played
as
it.
the first one. I don't care.
I think you need to be more involved in the community this year than you were last year. Our
Yeah, I agree.
2015 wrap up was like all I did this year was play Counter Strike. I haven't played anything or watched anything.
definitely. Well, that's because Dark Souls 3 and Dishonored 2 weren't
Oh, you were
coming
just
out.
waiting. I get
Yeah.
it.
yeah. Gears 4, it's probably only coming out for Xbox One, so I'm probably not going to play it, but I have high hopes for it.
When it's in the $20 bin, I'll let you know how it is.
Okay, fair enough.
Whoa. Shots.
Doesn't matter.
What else you got, Tyler?
I think that's about it. Yeah, no, I just wanted to throw those out quickly.
Oh, awesome. You
Okay.
can find us on Facebook, GeekVerse Podcast.
Yes, you can find us at Twitter, at GeekVerseCast, SoundCloud, iTunes for this episode, all specials, whatnot. Dropped our first one last week. Hopefully gonna drop one Tuesday. And then that's about it. We'll be back here next week to, I don't know what we'll be talking about, but it won't be boring, so take care. Dave Bowie quote.
Hashtag Save Hannibal.
Yeah, nice. Hashtag transition. What other hashtags
Hashtag
do
thank
we
you,
use?
David Bowie.
Hashtag Blindside.
Hashtag stand up.